the mighty Yeet today.
We're back. All right. Who wants to recap the insanity that happened last time?
Devin, doth thou have the energy?
Yep.
All right.
We dragged our sorry wits back to Deep Thicket with a corpse in tow. Althana immediately has a dusk bell in Alaris's mouth, and we do a good old quick loot and autopsy. We come across some tuning forks, amulet, an ornate ring, and magical-looking robes. Alaris himself seemed in decent health. There was no oddities about him in his mortal life. We return the body to the bag after a while, wondering if it's going to be scryed upon or anything. Everything requires attunement. Amulet is amulet boosts vitality. The robes are legendary robes of the Archmagi, whatever. Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, and it's only evil people. But we were considering maybe finding a way to fix that and retwist it. But we got distracted.
Yeah, we make Cain evil, he can wear the robes.
Yep. Also, the robes can be used as spellcasting focus on their own, which is why Alaris didn't really have anything.
Which is very upsetting.
Yep. We go for a long rest, and Alaris goes to ask Xanthus about the robes. Gets a response of "Don't bother me," but a bit more helpful. Recommends looking for somewhere else in a tall mountain surrounded by fog and mist, with a image of golden scales. Immediately after the long rest, Sun identifies the ring of spell turning. Can turn a spell around on one person, so it's again in the true counterspell range. Called out Tunes of the Ring. We go in, we talk to the chief, and chief is kind of helping us figure out where exactly to direct our efforts with robes. And we also consider that Mira Alsan is probably our next target with resurrecting people, since she was the one of the two who probably were doing it of the four. The warden's unsure about exactly what it would take to cleanse the robes, but is hesitant with the White Stag Guardian of the Forest. Also, it turns out that Cain's sword was cleansed at a shrine,
which in retrospect kind of makes sense.
Which is guarded by the stag. She's willing to put us in contact with the stag. But both the stag and her are more protectors of the pool. So if she's less certain of it, then it's iffy. Basically, we need to look into it. As for Lars's vision, it'd be in the Rylets. But she's unsure of exactly where. Then we consider scrying on the rest of the party. On the rest of the mirror party. Also we check the tuning forks. One is for the material, the other is we're unsure. So we scry on Miracalda, and she's with Miralsana in a large room with tables and chairs, talking to a bunch of fancy-looking people, a council. And doing her best pitch of, hey, we can bring your dead people back to life who you didn't before. We can make the world a better, safer place. And it's like, we're gonna kill you.
Sorry, that said with the utmost fatigue is such a mood.
Called goes by a window. Apparently they don't know Alar's dead. Also, they're an Ambarian. So we book into Ambarian.
Yep, swords in hand. Yeah. mustache glasses on our faces and ready to go.
Well, for most of us, Alsana went owl, Alaris went with his usual disguise, Kane was in the helmet, but Calda was in the rabbit mask, which the Nightingale soldiers immediately recognized.
Just a touch.
And we proceed to be good aligned.
Storm the
Sometimes-
castle.
Sometimes you have to storm the castle of evil armies. And while this castle is not owned by the army, currently they are one of the major occupants.
So we're going by the seat of our pants right now, and the GM is mentioned multiple times about us about to feel the consequences of our actions. So this will be fun.
Consequences. So, let's go meet the so-called consequences.
All right. So, when we last left off, you had overtaken the bridge at the entrance of the castle. You charged inside, but a warning horn went off behind you during the fight on the bridge, and now bells are clanging through the entire structure and its surrounding areas. There is commotion. You can hear footsteps and shouts of alarm or confusion echoing from various corridors and staircases above, behind, around you. But not a lot of certainty as to who exactly is calling out. You were given directions initially, due to your fairly successful first contact with a non-Nightingale guard at the castle gate, convincing him that you were actually official messengers there to give urgent news to the council currently in session. You know where you would be going, if you can follow those directions very quickly.
We do have urgent news.
And on the fly. Well, I suppose technically you have urgent news, but at the moment you also are the urgent news right now.
Oh yes, even better. Expedient delivery.
Hmm.
As soon as we enter the room, the news is delivered.
Alright, so as you tear through the castle, let's go ahead and have somebody give me... Actually, everybody can give me a real quick, let's say, survival check, mostly to recall the directions on the fly and to steer the entire group in the right direction. This is a group check, so don't worry too much if one person fails. They're not gonna
I'll hit a
split off
guidance
from...
on myself.
Alright. Yep. Okay, Ilaris? Are you pitching in, or are you just following the group?
Probably just following.
Okay. So, one of you kind of snags Alaris by the arm, another one steers Calda the right way as she starts to run past the staircase that you know you have to turn onto. Kane and Alsana, you remember the directions, and you're able to fairly quickly parse out where you're supposed to go. You're supposed to turn right here, up these staircase, this flight of stairs, around this corner. A few times you run almost face first into one or two guards that are rushing to help, startling perhaps them more than you. However, as lone guards, they fall very quickly to choice punches or quick cantrips. They don't have to die. I believe you were doing non-lethal.
Yep.
And of note, as you get further into the castle, you see fewer Nightingale guards. These all seem to be wearing the clothing of Umbarion, the armor and the tabards of this particular nation. Perhaps the Nightingales are congregated elsewhere. Maybe all of them were really hanging out in the front guard house and happened to be the first ones that you encountered for the most part. But as you rush through, the bells still clanging in the air around you, and the occasional cry of shock and alarm and fear as some innocent denizen or worker of the castle round a corner sees you running pell-mell through, heavily armed and perhaps a little bit bloodied, given what you've gone through already, and immediately backs up to get out of your way and hope that you don't run rampant over them.
Kane kind of just smiles at him
you-
behind the mask.
Actually, that reminds me real quick. I request the GM. What was my health on the old map?
Let me take a look. One moment. There it is. Sorry about that. You were down to 65.
All right, thank you.
Why don't you just change the HP on your sheet?
Because it's not tied to it sometimes.
Yeah, I never knew or figured out how to tie the sheets to the tokens. I've made attempts and they have not worked, so
Oh.
I just leave it go. And frankly, the little round circle is easier to work with, so I understand.
Yeah, between maps though. Anyways.
All right.
Did you add the 14 from Calda, Devin?
14 from Golda.
Yeah, did you add it last time or no?
Oh, the healing? Yeah. Yeah, no, she was lower than that, and she was lower than 65 before. I know that much.
As you go through hallways, Alsana, your passive perception is high enough, and you in particular would be looking for this. You actually run down one hallway that has large open archways surrounding an inner courtyard, and you actually spot a tree growing in the center of this courtyard. It's just a quick glimpse. You are on the move as you go, so it's a little hard to judge, but you think that it might be just barely big enough to accommodate a transport via plants if you wanted to or needed to.
Right. And she'll just mention that group. Courtyard might be our exit.
Alright.
Right. You race along, and you quickly find yourself in a large inner room. There are stairs and an upper floor balcony across the way. Pillars line one side, framing another arched entranceway into another hall. Directly across from you, you see a tall pair of double doors, wide enough for two people to walk through abreast, and have room to swing their arms. And you, in an instant, Alsana, you would recognize these doors as being the doors that lead into the waiting area where you saw the mirror, Alsana, and Calda just outside of the council chambers. However, as you enter this room, you find your way blocked by 3, you glance up to the balcony, 4 heavily armored knights of Umbar. Each one draped in the long cloak of their office, and each cloak lined with a strip of color along the bottom that seems personalized to every one of them. The one at the forefront has a red strip. The 2 behind him, flanking, blue and purple. And then the one up on the balcony shifts, and you see a corner of their cloak beneath the banister flicker yellow. Each one is armed slightly differently. 2 of them carry shields, the other 2 simply the weapons in their hands. The one in the front has a halberd, and the edge of the blade glimmers like an ember. He stands, plants the halberd, and calls out, "Halt! Surrender now, or face the consequences."
Kane just kind of rolls his neck. Not really possible, good sir. I take it there's no chance you'll just let us pass through?
None whatsoever. We are sworn to the defense of this castle and its residents.
What about
And so,
the guests that you have? They're not your residents.
they as well. Now, if you will not come quietly, you will have to come in pieces.
I'd rather not.
You
but-
hear
Alright.
the one in purple behind him say, in a lighter voice, but still fairly masculine, "Don't worry, we'll try not to make the pieces too small."
No, it's appreciated.
And he cracks a whip at his side.
As for
And with that-
yourself, we'll get you back to your families just safe, if a bit bruised.
You're bleeding a bit too.
With that, go ahead and array yourselves on this map. Know that the map was a little bit piecemeal. It was one I had to find quickly. You are not outdoors. It is not night. This is an interior room, however the outlines of it should
Honestly, I just
be
figured it's
as
interior.
you see. Okay. You will be down at pretty much this end. Yep, that hallway works just fine. Kane, you can back up just a little bit. You would have just emerged, if anything.
Calder was on the room with Alsana, right?
I think last we checked, yeah.
Okay. I'd say up to Calder. Calder, if you want to. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
we had a moment if Calder wanted to hop off there.
Do as you will. Elaris.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. With that, you see the one up on the balcony, look down, and call to the others, well, I guess we're doing this the hard way. And you see a bright light, and a pair of luminous wings burst from her back.
Is she holding a crossbow?
No, she is holding a gleaming golden trident.
That's dope as fuck. Alright.
And with that, let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Sweet.
Elite 4.
Mm-hmm.
It totally is!
The idea struck me and I had to. So, this is your mini-boss fight.
Oh my god, I love this! We're so gonna die when we fight Asana!
We're gonna die.
The champion's
Well,
gonna kick our ass!
That's easy.
Either one
Lars
of
is
them.
very
Accidentally
fast.
clicked it. Oh fuck.
Oh,
Lars
that
is very
got me.
fast.
Bollocks.
Ooh. Ariel.
God, I was kind of... Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I was
they're
hoping for a low
They're
initiative.
not rolling well. They're not rolling well at all.
Did it put them all together again? It did!
Bloody
You
hell.
cannot catch a break with these.
Alright, do you mind if I re-roll just one? Just one of them. Maybe that's...
Honestly, I'll volunteer to jump right in between all of their rolls.
You could put
God.
one below a Lars.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, genuinely, like, I will jump right between the middle two.
Ah.
I
God.
suppose I can't ask myself, but in between.
Mhm.
Or
No.
initiative? No. Okay.
No. I'm just gonna leave it be, and unfortunately, I'm gonna be doing all their turns at once. Because that's how the cookie crumbles every time. So,
Kane
Kane.
said he was willing to put his initiative down.
Nah, you earned it.
I don't want it!
You don't want it.
I want a lower initiative.
I'll take
Alright,
it.
fine. I'll go ahead and, you can't go between 8 and 7, I'm afraid, without it being awkward to shift up or down.
That's okay.
So-
I'll take whatever. Put me after
I'll give
8.
you, I'll give
Or
you
put
a
me after
9.
7?
I'll
Okay.
give you a 9, so you're after the 10. It breaks them up a little bit. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, I'm happy with anything there.
Choose your own initiative. That's what this has turned into. Alsana, then, in that case, as Kane, you see him, like, tensed and ready, but then he kind of draws back and seems to wait.
Alsana looks to Kane, looks back at them, looks back at Kane, looks back at them. Whatever.
And they are effectively just beginning to charge towards you, but for the sake of initiative, you get the drop on them.
Okay. Oh no, oh no.
What the fuck, Devin?
I want to hold the spell.
You just realized you had something great, didn't you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, what are you holding, and what is the trigger?
I want to hold Earthbind,
Yes!
Nice.
All right.
and I want to wait until that one with the wings hops off the balcony.
Okay.
That's a wonderful use of a spell. Absolutely yes.
All right. Calda. What would you like to do? As you
Additionally,
see,
I will.
Alsana's- Yes.
What are these up here? Is that like balconies as well?
That's actually a lower balcony. You're on the upper balcony by comparison. They're blurred out, so they're actually lower.
Okay.
For the sake of this, that's the lower floor, but there are full walls surrounding where you are right now.
Well, considering the other part of the party is going, she's gonna float behind here for cover.
Okay. You round a corner and tuck yourself behind a pillar. So,
Kind of
Calda,
peeking out, waiting.
one step forward and Eldritch Blasts. Point at your target, please. Alright, I do not know, Alright, so for reference, I do have names for them all. Purple is, and you're not likely to get an introduction, Purple is Sir Corbin.
They have little name
Corbin.
tags.
They have little names. I'll go ahead and put the name tags on while
Yes.
you're rolling those, okay?
That would be actually wonderfully appreciated, thank you.
Each of their little what is it? Sashes you said were colored.
I'd love to
edges
take
of their
this-
cloaks.
I'd love to take this seriously, but you assign them the same colors as you did the Wiggles, so I'm just.
Shit, you're right!
Wait, what do you mean she assigned the same colors as she did the Wiggles? Did Ariel make the Wiggles?
Yes, Aria, the creator of all things wonderful, such as the Wiggles.
So I'm unfortunately just gonna call them the names of the Wiggles and point at them.
Oh
Know the
jeez.
names of all the Wiggles?
I don't know
Just go-
them,
just go look-
so that's not gonna help
Point at
me.
them.
Just
I'll-
point
I'll
at
go
them.
with the color.
I love this so much. Oh, this is how we face death, with laughter in our hearts.
I mean, only way to do it, right?
And all I gotta say is, looking at Calda's line of sight, purple looking sus. Yep, that's a crit, 16 and a 28.
We lost Aria.
Ah, shit!
I was like,
Oh.
oh, we left.
Oh, she's offline too. She might have
Yeah.
just lost power.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ooh, new.
Yeah, their names are the Wiggles. So we got Jeff, we
We got
got Murray, we got Anthony, and we got, I think the first one's name was Sam.
Didn't they swap out a bunch though?
Sam swapped out a bunch. Anthony's still there. Jeff just retired, and I think Marion's still just retired.
Why do you guys know the Wiggles lore?
I really like the Wiggles.
Alright. Fair enough, I suppose. I'm not sure what other answer I expected.
Like, what answer did you expect?
Hello.
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 When did I?
I just
but-
did my Eldritch Blast.
So you didn't hear any of my description.
Nope.
Nope.
Great. Okay. Critical definitely hit. 16 does not hit as
Yep.
he's in plate mail and a shield.
Ooh.
It hits. But interesting thing, as the Eldritch Blasts splash across him, they do rock his frame. You do see a little bit of a shake and a twitch, but there is a gleam on the armor that almost seems to suck in a little bit of that energy.
Purple looking sus.
This man absorbing force damage. What throws force damage at him usually?
It might just be magic.
I'll be honest, I kind of rolled a couple of things for thematic reasons, which is why the colors are like this.
Fair enough.
And which is why force damage just got resisted by that one. Yep, and it's the armor's fault. Very visually and very clearly. It's the armor's fault.
Alright.
Alright. So,
Ty, we need some Monster Hunter notes here, just letting you know.
alright. So, the one in blue. A little too far away to do much. However, let's see. She is going to actually charge forward, and you are on a broom, yes? Up in the air? Okay. The ceilings are fairly tall. You've got about 20 feet of clearance to work with due to the balcony. So are you all the way up by the ceiling?
Yeah, she'll
or-
keep up by the ceiling.
Okay. All right. And this one, wielding a shield and a heavy-looking morning star that glistens slightly on the spikes,
Kane is loving this.
is going to charge directly for you using a dash action. She is basically going to crash right towards you as it is your turn.
Wonderful. Kane pushes back happily and just, oh, this is exactly what I live for. And I am going to flick out the Flame Tongue Longsword one-handed, and yeah, I'm just going to start laying into them.
Okay. Make
There we
your
go.
hits there.
Um,
Yes.
On
Yes.
that
Okay.
one, I'm going to give a quick, let's see. I don't have trip. I'm gonna do a quick
27.
disarming strike. So, oh, wonderful. 10 plus. Oh, sorry, that was a d12, not a d10. So, an additional 19 damage on top of that, and strength saving throw.
Okay.
I like to imagine they run up and you hold your sword up in the air, about to swing down on them, and then you just kick them between the legs, and then you have to hold on.
Yeah, I can fully imagine that.
All right. So strength saving throw. Let me go ahead and get you that.
Yep.
Mm.
Fantastic. They drop their Morning
All
Star.
right. Yep. As
Oh.
the heavy weapon clangs onto the ground right between you.
And I'm going to free action, pick up the Morning Star,
Mm-hmm.
and bonus action, sheath it into the belt, into the bag.
That is an action to put something into the bag.
Is that an action? Okay.
It is
In that
always
ca-
an action.
In that case, as my second attack action,
Balcony right there.
yeah, I was gonna say,
It's not a balcony. It's a wall.
yep, I'm going to throw it to Osana.
All right. Typically, a weapon can be thrown 20 feet when it's a melee weapon, but
Or
you're
60
pretty
advantage.
strong.
The effect it's
Okay.
2060 for.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you can kind of heave it over in that direction. Do you intend, Alsana, to catch this?
I tended to
Sorry, did you not say that was lower down? This area?
no.
Yes, but for the effect of this, it's not on the map, basically. I did then say that this hallway is just walled off.
Okay.
Yeah,
It,
he'll,
I'm with the map I've got.
yeah, he'll just, literally just toss it to Osana.
All
Hopefully she catches it.
I am holding a
Alsana?
spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
actually, yeah, that's fair.
Mm.
Could you just like toss
Kane?
it backwards?
Kane, are you just gonna throw it at Alsana? Make this clear.
No, I'm not gonna throw it at Osana if she's holding a spell.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna beat her over the head with his own mace. So Morning Star.
All right. It is a simple Morning Star for you. It's gonna do 1d8 plus your strength piercing damage.
Alright, I'm gonna roll the Flame Tongue Longsword, just ignore the fire damage.
Okay.
Otherwise it's the same thing. Yeah. 1 and no, not like that hits.
All right. Proficient and strength. Yep, that hits. 1d8 plus strength, so 12, and the last one does not hit. So you bop her over the head with her own weapon. The helmet clangs, but she doesn't drop.
And he just smiles like, I liked how I looked, sorry. Never got to use one of these before. And
Alright.
yeah, that'll be all, because that's actually I will shift position to right here.
Okay.
And then I'll be right back.
Okay. At this point, Alsana, you're about to use your spell because the one with wings steps up and then leaps over the banister.
I need
So,
her to make a strength save.
All right, give me the numbers.
DC 19.
She saved.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep. Nothing happens.
Unfortunately, you set off the spell, and she is going to actually. It would be at disadvantage, but it would be an attack.
Is Kane being targeted, sorry?
Yeah, Kane is going to be targeted.
Alright.
Oh, I forgot to finish measuring. She's about there. She kind of lands on the stairs, hefts back with the trident in her hand. Hold on, I gotta turn my music down just a little bit. It's louder than it used to be. I swear. Alright, she leans back with the trident in her hand and throws it directly at your back, Kane. So, this is at disadvantage due to long range.
Nope.
17 does not hit.
Sword strike.
Yep.
That's good for a weapon.
As the trident clangs off of your armor and spins out, she reaches a hand out to the side, and the weapon at your side suddenly bursts into a field of sparks with a zap sound, and then it is back in your hand.
Oh, Kane just looks at the trident like, Oh, I want that.
Oh, you can't have it.
Oh, no, not for later. Not for right now. Don't worry.
Alright, with that, her turn ends. The one with the fiery halberd, seeing that you are very conveniently right there and also holding his ally's weapon, is going to charge up, shouting, my
Shouting.
brain blanked. My
Okay.
brain blanked.
Ah.
Yes. Yeah.
Shouting in rage.
Shouting in rage, yes. And he is going to...
Shouting a shouty shout.
He's shouting a shouty shout. He is going to strike out at you with his halberd.
Alright. Nope.
19 does not hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Thank God.
25.
No, that one will hit. I assume his damage is magical.
Mm-hmm. It is. And a 20.
Yep, meets and beats it.
Okay.
So a total of 30 damage. Alright.
Alright, there we go. Actually, I forgot something that they have.
That's okay, they don't need to.
Actually, they're going to. As he struck out with the first one, Berenice called out to him with advice, basically. A special command. Strike him between the shoulders! And he gets to add a d4 to that 19, which will make it hit. Because I forgot that they had the leadership ability.
Okay.
So, go ahead and add that in there.
Okay.
And Berenice has used her leadership ability. I'll go ahead and check that off. It is for 1 minute, but I'm only gonna just do it the once.
It's called the Hellbird.
It is.
I like that name a lot too.
It
I
is.
want all of their weapons.
All right, Sir Corbin. I'm gonna look over at Dame Miriam and just say, concentrate on the flying one. We've got the ground walkers. And he's going to stroll up about this far. Still kind of spinning the whip at his side. Shield on arm, unhurried. And he's going to pause and wait there for anybody to come upon him. Elaris, it's your turn.
Yeah. All right. So we have a couple of. So who's the one barking out orders again?
They all kind of are, but the one that granted that D4 is this one right here. It is not a concentration ability, it's not Bless,
Okay.
if that's what you're thinking.
Okay. So Calda might come to things aid. Who's the one that said they'd be dealing with Alsana?
Yellow.
Yellow? Okay.
Yellow is the one with wings.
Yellow's the one with wings. Okay. General quest, focus fire on 1 or 2. Blue is unarmed for their main weapon.
I might have another try to disable yellow, but we'll see.
Purple's holding an action.
To be clear, mine was for everyone. You don't need to put a huge stock into it, Lars. None of them are really damaged yet, so pick your target. Doesn't really matter.
Alright, cool. So he's gonna step forward a little bit, just to meet the sightline of this one. You can't have purple. That color is belongs to me, the player. It's copyrighted.
I own it, it's mine. I drank
I
too
own
many
it,
bottles
it's
of
mine.
shampoo not to have it.
Exactly. So I am going to take a couple shots at purple.
What if it was purple?
Okay.
What if it was purple?
Couple shots at purple. He's one
Yep.
of the two with the shield, so go ahead.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Alright. 11 and 5, so 16, and the second one also hits for 14 more. Alright, so 30 total damage. Does not seem to be absorbing any of that. does not seem to be resisting by it. What's what I mean by absorbing. All right. Anything else on your turn?
He's going to take a couple steps back, actually.
Okay.
He can still hit any one of these people.
Yep. Sounds good. Alsana, what would you like to do?
I'm just double checking a spell. All right. I would like to go ahead and cast Watery Sphere on the one in the back here.
Yes.
It's gonna be another strength throw.
Okay. Another strength saving throw. The effect of it?
Would be.
Never mind.
Yep. Okay. So first I need to do the 10-foot.
Okay.
So do.
Yeah, I think Kane's successful strength save is just pure luck.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they should be failing more than they succeed.
True.
Um, 10-foot diameter radius. 10-foot radius.
So 20-foot diameter.
I'm looking it up. You conjure up a sphere of water with a 5-foot radius on a point you can see within range.
I think says 10-foot radius.
All right. I'm wondering if I'm seeing the wrong thing. This one is in D&D spells. Hold on. Let me look at a different source.
D&D Beyond gives me 5-foot radius. Yeah, everything I'm seeing
Okay.
is 5-foot.
D&D guide says 10-foot radius, but it's a question about it. Others seem to be a 5-foot radius. Hold on.
Oh, it got a nerf at one point. The errata gave it 5-foot.
Okay, so it's gone down to 5 feet.
Alrighty.
Concentration. Make sure you keep track of that. The sphere remains for the spell's duration. Saving throw. On a successful save, ejected from that space to the nearest unoccupied space outside of it.
Yeah, and I would have put it there, so.
Okay, so she is just going to be boop out that way.
Yep. Shit continues to not work. Sana is going to float over this way and get down to the ground beside Alaris.
Okay,
That'll be our turn.
okay. Calda.
Okay, I do find it slightly easier to talk during combat. Okay, let's go beside Kane to right here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to hit Mr. Hellbird Man because he has a magic weapon and the other one's disarmed.
Okay.
So, oh, bonus action. Let's just get that started. That's horrible.
Okay.
And yeah. So the radiant is added onto that.
Okay. Very nice. That'll
23.
definitely hit.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, second attack, same thing. This was
Okay.
17 damage.
17. All right. After you do that, he takes the hits and kind of swings the halberd around towards you, not in an attack, but as a reaction, and you see the tip of it suddenly flare a deep, dark red.
Ooh, very
As
nice.
he casts
That
Hellish
hellish
Rebuke.
Rebuke.
Give
That's so
me
cool.
a DC 16 dex save, please, Calda.
50-50, baby. I failed.
Nope.
17 fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, I want
I
everything.
will take it.
Okay.
Sorry, which one did Calda swing at just now?
Red.
Fire.
Okay.
Red. Hellboy.
Elbow.
but not that character.
Mhm.
But yeah. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, bonus action, action movement.
All right. On Berenice's turn, you're not gonna like this.
Thank you.
She, talking oh, Conrad may not be here. All right. She reaches a hand towards her weapon, but not to grab it as you hold it firm. And then you suddenly feel the weapon grow cold in your hand, even through the glove of your gauntlet. Cold and sharp and hard, and then your fist suddenly collapses on a shell of ice as the Morning Star reappears in her own hand as a bonus action.
He just looks at it like, okay. I apologize in advance for when we knock you guys out and steal your weapons. I'm sure they were probably very expensive.
Oh, you are not gonna get the chance, and she swings the Morning Star around at you.
Ariel, gotta say,
20?
as someone who has a player who has disarming strike, jerk move.
No,
A
that's
little
fair.
bit,
These weapons
but
are
I
all kind of
did-
custom weapons. I get it.
They are very personalized weapons, so...
Yeah. It would kind of be a kick in the teeth if
Um,
I could completely disable them in like one round.
So 20 to hit.
It's the one opportunity in the campaign you probably could do that, though.
No, I can steal a bunch of stuff. I just don't generally do it because strength saves are hard to make.
Also, I fully expect Kane to run off with these weapons at the end of this fight,
Yeah,
so
that's also
they
part of it.
need to enjoy it while they can.
Alright,
So,
con
does a 20
save.
hit?
Oh yeah.
Give me the con save. Your speed is
That's
reduced.
16. Nope. I'm next to
Yep.
Calder.
Yep, your speed is reduced by 10. Oh, you do. Yes, you do succeed. Thank you. I did forget. Second strike. 27 to hit. Another con save.
That's gonna hit. Fuck me. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
I don't
And then
resist
the third.
Oh,
Another con
yeah.
save.
Yeah, that's gonna hit 2. Oh, hold on. I accidentally gave myself 8,000 health. There we go.
Don't want to do that. On the upside, even if you did take the speed reduction, it wouldn't last long,
Yep.
because your turn happens to be just next.
Yep, and he kind of just frowns like, well, that wasn't very cash money of you. And he'll pull out the flame tongue longsword and swivel to Mr. Hellbird and start swinging at him.
Okay.
So 1. That doesn't hit, does it?
No, it does not. He has got full plate armor, and you know how tough that is to find a chink in. So
2.
that does.
Alright. 3.
And all right,
They're really unfortunate damages.
they take that.
How's he looking?
However, you see the fire damage splash across the armor, half of
I
it
was afraid of
absorbed, he barely singes from the rest.
How's his stance? Is he still looking on decent health?
Let's see. Round up for player advantage. He's still at pretty decent health, yes. Pretty decent. You
That's
have
not
He
good.
is, you have left some cuts and singes, and you can see some bruises, like, just spreading across his cheek where, you, like, hit with more of the pommel than the blade. But, yes,
I had advantage on the fellowship.
do you want to go ahead and give me one more roll?
Yes, I do.
Alright, take the
I
mulligan.
passed it.
Alright,
Alright.
so you take half that damage. It was 17, 16, yeah, you took 8.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, yeah, it's better to get them down sooner rather than later. What's his turn?
Okay.
7. Okay, so I'm going to do a twist, and a pivot on the foot, action surge, and swing 3 times at the Cold Fighter.
Okay, go for it.
Because focus firing him or her will be a lot easier.
Okay.
Uh,
Nope, she's got the shield. So, there we go. 20 hits.
yep.
11 and 11, 22. Okay.
If you guys want to fire the south, I can potentially disable the north.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So that's 2.
You've got one more.
Yep. Just considering things.
Also, they will be
Bugger.
nice and close.
I forgot. she's going to use her reaction because she has it right now.
I'm going to avoid her reactions. Okay.
So that 22 does not actually hit. As you swing, and she takes the spikes of the Morning Star, catches the flame tongue longsword, and throws it to the side. It's very slightly. However, 23 is definitely going to hit, and she's used her reaction, so that's gone.
Yep,
Not
and
that it would have done it, but yes.
With that one, he's going to do her a quick,
Do your vengeance, do it.
do a quick frighten.
Okay, she takes
If they
5
can do
damage. She has advantage,
Okay.
but not a guarantee. So, wisdom saving throw at advantage. Bugger. Alright, she is not scared of you,
That's
but
what I figured. Okay.
but you have a feeling that it's not because she's immune.
Yep.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, he,
Okay.
he smiles and just waits for all the damage he's about to go take.
These guys feel like the anti-Kane.
Oh no, this is the first time Kane's had a fair fight against him.
No, like this is the gun to shoot Kane with. like
No,
like
again,
they
not
resist so
even-
many of his martial stuffs.
No, it's not even that. It's just genuinely the first time it's been a balanced fight where Kane just can't resist all of their damage, or completely screw all their strength saves.
Alright.
That's how Kane works.
No, he's got way other things. It's just these are the tried and true.
The Miriam swoops around on wings, just perhaps 5 to 7 feet above the floor. And she stops 20 feet away from you, wings flaring, and hefts the trident. This is at disadvantage due to your cloak. But Alsana?
Nope.
An 11 does not hit, does it?
Nope.
Alright. She bonus action calls the trident back to her grasp. Yep, and that's going to be it for her, as she kind of curses a little and does a little circle in midair before settling on the ground for the moment. With that, Roderbert's time. He's got 2 targets, but Kane, you have been... Calder's been a problem too, but Kane, he's going to focus on you for right now.
Kane is a bigger target.
Kane is a bigger target, and he might be underestimating Calder, surely to his detriment in a moment. So, 26 to hit Kane.
Oh yeah,
25 to hit.
yeah,
No.
correct.
No to hit.
No to
Uh,
hit.
11
Obviously.
and 15 make 26. All right. Kane is looking a bit ouchied.
Alright. Kane, you take 2 heavy strikes, but then that last one, you just up with the hand all of a sudden and between your fingers. The edge of the
He just-
hull.
He just smiles like, unfortunately, fighting fire with fire isn't really the best idea. So I'd suggest losing.
He just and wrenches the blade back. Oh, I'll show you fire.
I can see it. So it's all right.
Sir Corbin here just sighs. Ah, so slow. All of you. Truly. Why do I even bother at times? He's going to, he could easily get there, but he's not too interested in that. Yeah, he's going to end up. He's going to go through here. 25, and then end up about there. Just kind of snaking around. But he's going to pause at that 15 halfway mark. Turn towards you, Kane,
This is
and
gonna hurt.
flick the whip in your direction. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. If he hits. No.
Psychic,
No.
psychic whip.
No.
Oh, I want it.
As it glances off your armor, and you feel a buzz and a hum that seems to travel from your armor up your bones into your head for a moment, but it doesn't affect you. He kind of too heavily armored. You take care of him. And circle around, eyeing the 2 over here. Now, you 2 look like much softer targets. Elaris.
Pick on someone your own armored. Lars.
Elaris?
Hello?
You're
yeah,
ju-
sorry, I'm
there
muted.
you go.
I'm gonna take 2 more shots of purple.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, that's
Huh?
fair.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
It is.
Shit.
17 does not hit, and yeah, the 14 is in that one.
Yeah.
So. Um,
That's not
I
good.
know.
as Purple just brings up his shield, and the 2 bolts cling cling right off.
Yeah.
Ah, running away. Intelligent, but futile.
Motherfucker, you just ran away from me. What are you talking about?
More like.
You don't interest me. He looks over his shoulder at you.
Yeah, because I'm armored and you're hard to hit.
Hmm.
Coward.
Brute. And he keeps on stalking towards Ilaris. But for now, Ilaris, is that your turn?
I mean, there's not much else I can do.
Okay, just checking.
Nice.
Alsana.
All right.
It's a 1 and a 4.
Showing us flames, huh? How about a dowsing?
Go for it. So you ram it into Red there.
Yep.
And he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And is engulfed.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Alright, so reading Watery Sphere. He is restrained by the sphere and engulfed by the water. At the end of each of his turns, he can repeat the saving throw. Alright.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun next turn.
That was your action to move it. Anything else on your turn?
Bonus action. Go ahead and give a. Let's bump to 3rd on Kane.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Oh, and I need to roll a d20.
20.
I can crit my healing.
You could.
You
What?
what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hot.
Damn.
Yep. Mask of Angels, fun. So, is that all for you?
I believe. No. How high up is the? No, the wings is on the ground, right?
Currently, yes.
Keep in mind you're currently in the whip's range. You could get opportunity attacked.
Ah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. At disadvantage because of the cloak, if you want to take the risk, but for awareness, yes.
Yeah, that's fair. In that case, I will stay in his range. I'm gonna float over to Calda for bonus to saves.
Such a smart idea.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay. All right.
Just tap the blue one on the shoulder. Hello, look at your friend over there.
All right. Calda. I'll sound close.
You just gave me a restrained enemy.
There would be the underwater thing.
Yes. So certain
Oh.
weapons
Yeah,
will
it's-
ignore the water.
I have just put him on the shelf for now. Beat up the other one.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I don't know what anyone means by this. Also, I can't tank hellish rebukes back and forth. I'm
Yep.
gonna go for blue.
Mhm.
And we go 1. And we go
Oh,
2.
Definitely.
that's horrifying, Calda.
Why?
Okay.
It's just a lot of damage.
Just rolled high. Shut up. Don't worry about it.
40 points of damage.
Yeah. And
All
just in
right.
case,
She
if it
is starting to
wants-
look rough.
If it wants to move, it loses 10 feet, please.
Excellent. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So 10 feet of movement until the start of your next turn.
Mhm.
Berenice is not moving, but it is noted.
I was just wondering.
Okay. She is suddenly in a very target-rich environment, but also, from a different perspective, surrounded and hurt.
Owie.
Kim
Yep.
just smiles like,
I'm just,
should have just let me keep the mace. I'm gonna be honest. I would have let you
Ah.
just walk away.
keep it in your skull! And she's going to take a swing at you.
That
Because
was-
you said that.
That's really
Yep.
rude of you, you know. It's very rude of you.
Nope.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Just roll the second one while I roll it.
Yep.
And
And then the third one misses.
Alright, so that's 11 damage. Alright, cool.
Alright, Kane.
Kane just kind of shrugs and like, I mean, you kind of asked for this. And he starts swinging at her.
Okay, go for it.
Oh,
Nope.
there we go.
25 will definitely hit, and she cannot parry that. So that's
And
11
I'm
down.
going to do a quick. Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
I'm gonna drop a quick Orcish Fury.
Uh,
Drop back.
How
No
do you
need?
want to do that one?
Oh, that one is fully just yeah. You asked for this, and as she raises the Morning Star up to parry as her reaction, the flames just melt through the ice and slide up, and the steel of the weapon slams into her faceplate.
Okay.
Gain a little help.
Do you want to do lethal or non-lethal?
No, of course not. I'm not killing her.
Non-lethal. All right. As basically she gets a lungful of just sudden burst of smoke and heat, and it overwhelms her with pain, and she collapses.
We steam our hams.
Yep.
And I'm going to free action pick up her mace because Jesus Christ. And as a bonus action, I turn to Mr. Watery Sphere, and I turn my weapon into a 6-foot spear,
All right.
like a fish in some armor.
Okay. With that, Miriam shouts, "Berenice, no!"
He's unconscious.
Ah!
Don't worry.
And
We're not
the
gonna
wings
kill. We're not here
flare.
for that.
The wings flare, and she dives towards Alsana, still focused on her mission.
Kane did it.
I have my job.
like she flies at her, and all of a sudden points to Kane and goes, "He did it."
I'm aware, but you need to go down too. And
Also-
there's gonna be disadvantage.
Thanks for getting
Strike.
in front of me, Kane.
What do you mean getting in front of you?
22.
Move.
Yeah, that hits.
6 piercing damage, and give me a quick dexterity saving throw as the weapon, as it pierces into your arm, suddenly has a strange jolt and a discharge, crackling the air around you, not directly into you.
Yep.
You got-
Even with Calda, that's a no.
Some of it. I don't see.
Oh,
You're lagging.
Did you roll, or is this being slow? Lagging. Yay. All right, and then 2 more strikes at normal. So 23 to hit.
Well, first of all, let's do a
Yes.
quick con save on the first one.
Okay.
Uh,
Sphere.
And sorry, that was math.
6 and 18 is 24.
Yep.
So DC 12.
Taking that damage off.
All right.
You could
And
Alright.
then second one hits. Need to make another dex save.
Mhm. Hell.
And 23 damage.
DC 11.
Mhm. DC 11, and remember you've got the +5 from Calda, so if it gets close.
Just hit it. Just meet it.
Mhm.
Okay, you're good. Last strike. 25 to hit. Bit lower damage. Wow. 19 damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yep. She
Sphere
can't take very
is
much damage.
on.
Once again, thank you, Ken.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, exactly.
What was I supposed to do? I took out one target.
Just
Yes.
move to the right.
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't hear that. Sorry. I might have cut out that. I guess I didn't hear that.
I
actually.
got you. No worries.
It's more so the guy at the top's now unrestrained.
Miriam looks down at this fallen figure and is going to then circle and land just there.
You know shame, motherfucker.
She looks at you.
The guy at the north falls prone.
Good to know. It's his turn next anyway, but
right.
that's half movement to get back up. So he gets back up. Sopping wet, and the halberd in his hand is actually sizzling and steaming very slightly. He kind of coughs and looks over at Miriam and, "Good show. Well done. Angel of my heart." And she gives him a withering glare through the faceplate. "Just finish this quickly." "Righto." And he takes a look between Kane and Calda and is going to do a 1-2-1. So, Whichever one gets 2 is going to be determined by the D2 who he starts with. So 1 Calda, 2 Kane. Kane.
Lovely.
So
Nope.
12 to hit, no. Calda.
Nope.
16 to hit, no. Kane. 18,
Nope.
no. And you kind of. Oh, you know what? Actually, Miriam's gonna say, "Oh, come on, you can do better than this." And after that first couple of strikes, so he's going to try and get. She's going to use her leadership single. Mark that off, because he lost the one from Berenice there, and he's going to do 1d4 on that very last strike.
Alright, that'll hit.
21. Okay. However, that's it for his turn, as he stands there dripping with water, weapon steaming in hand. And then it's Sir Corbin's turn. Elaris. You're down there. There you are.
Mm-hmm.
As he stalks towards you. And actually, the first whip strike happens before he's even closed the distance fully. 10-foot reach. So, does a 27 hit?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Give me a quick intelligence saving throw.
I am not good at those. 16.
None of us are.
15.
8.
That's a four.
Alright, you take half damage and have no further effect from that.
Okay.
Second strike.
Also,
25
excuse me,
to
none
hit.
of us are.
I said except for Alsana.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Wait,
So, another
yeah.
another 5 slashing, another saving throw, please.
I
I
can't-
am resistant to slashing unless
It's magical.
It is magical,
it's magical. Okay.
yes. All of these are magic weapons.
Christ.
Yo,
Alright.
but imagine
Another
Kane with his
intelligence
whip.
save. Shit.
Okay, 9 psychic damage, and you are momentarily stunned until the start of your next turn, which is soon. However, he has advantage on this last strike. He closes the distance, assuming that you, like most other ranged fighters, will have trouble with him up close. Takes the last strike at advantage with Mind Reaver. 6 slashing damage, another intelligence save, please. Just to see if you take half of the nope,
What the
you take the full
fuck?
6 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Alright. With that, it is your turn. At the start of your turn, you shake off the pounding ache in your head that had frozen up your limbs, locked you, and kept you from dodging or weaving. You shake it off, and you have your target right there. What would you like to do?
He's going to shout enough, and he is going to use his Hexblade's Curse.
On whom?
I can guess. This guy?
Guess.
And he's going to take 2 shots with. Actually, you know what? The Felsteel Concussive Blast is my entire action, right?
Yes.
Trying to decide if I want to.
I will say we do know he does resist force damage.
He does resist force damage. That's good to know. So he's just going to take 2 more shots.
Okay.
See if we get those 19s.
18 does not hit.
Fuck.
19 does not hit.
Fuck! Oh my god.
As he interposes his shield between himself and your crossbow, and chung chung! The bolts actually stick in the shield itself. He examines it for a moment, looks at you. Thought you'd have more trouble than that. Oh well. Anything else on your turn?
I hate this inspiring.
Sorry.
That's fair. No, that's
Yeah,
fair.
We're effectively fighting like four annoying stone golems with personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Alright.
Uh,
Alsana,
Yeah.
you do not need to make a death saving throw because they were not being lethal.
Okay.
They want you alive. However, you are unconscious.
Mhm.
Calda.
Okay. I'm moving over here because the halberd's 10 feet. I'm still in range.
Mm-hmm. You are indeed. Okay.
I'm deliberating 2 fucking things.
Mm.
Because I have my lay on hands, but I also have bonus action healing.
Mm-hmm.
Save the land hands for. Actually, how much is the healing?
It's gonna be 4d10. That's the mask.
That's that. I put that as a clutch thing for the bigger fight.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure we're gonna make it a bigger fight at this point.
see, the lay on hands, I feel like is going to be that thing in between, just in case, so we can at least make it.
Yeah.
You
But
can
this is also their
give
way
me
of
like
getting-
5, and then give me
But
more.
that's why if I use the 4d10, I can get you a bit more than 5.
No point getting her more than 5, honestly. If she gets within range, she's taking 3 hits anyways.
But I'm going to be using my action.
That's true.
That's why I'm deliberating using a hit die to at least get her back up.
Once again,
Plus your judgment.
I feel like getting a bonus action in there would be more important when fighting Calden Alsana, but I'll leave that to you.
It's only my hit dice. I have 11 left.
Up to you.
Max I can do 4. I want to get this fucking Aasimar down. I'm gonna do half damage on my fucking radiant, which I already know. Okay. Let's do
Fire, dude.
what?
You could step back and range of the fire, dude. He's taking some damage.
Yeah, I could. That's actually a fair idea. Yeah, you're right. Alsana at least come back up. Here's 2. Fuck, that was horrible.
That's right. It's enough to get her moving.
She's about to go back down again, which is...
We'll see. I got some things.
And 2 hits at Mr. Fire.
All right.
That's not...
No, it does not.
does not...
that
That
one-
actually
yeah, sure.
would, however, he uses his reaction to parry it.
Okay, but no Hellish Rebuke. Good.
His reaction
That's
is
not
gone.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. Berenice is down. Kane.
Alright, Kane with this spear is going to make 1 strike on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. 21 hits, I imagine, because he can't
Yeah.
parry that.
Definitely.
Perfect.
Yes.
Alsana, get out of there.
Piercing. Alsana is prone, so that's half her movement to stand up.
Yeah.
Do you want to rethink that, or do you want to keep with it?
Yeah, I'll save the dice then. Okay. That changed things a little bit, but that's alright. Bonus action, switch to the mace. And with the mace, make a strike on the Aasimar.
Okay, are you or are you not using reposition ally?
I'm
Because
not,
I
I'm
haven't-
not using, sorry, I'm not using
Okay.
reposition.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mace on who was it?
The Aasimar.
Okay.
And I
28
want her to
definitely.
make-
She has no chance.
Yep, give me a strength saving throw. DC is 17, not 18.
13. All right. DC 17. Paralyzed on the strength saving throw. Right.
That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's okay. I will twist back around to the fire dude, and I'll make 1 attack on him with the mace.
Okay.
30 to hit. And give me
Wow.
a con save, DC 17 for necrotic damage.
Okay. Okay.
Does not take any additional damage, but if they see Kane start leaking necrotic energy, then, well, that's their problem.
Yep. All right. At that, Miriam just says, "Oh, you're going to be a problem.
I'm always a problem, my dear.
Not for long." She's going to strike out at you with the trident.
Yep. Jesus, yeah, that'll hit.
Dex save to avoid some of the. Oh God.
Consistent 5s on that sucks.
Second strike.
Yep, gonna hit. Hope I make this save. 22, so no damage or half damage?
Half damage
Alright,
on the lightning.
perfect.
And then third strike, and then she's going to look down at Calda, glance over at Alsana stirring on the ground, back at Calda.
I mean, Alsana's gonna be a corpse if she's, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she ain't gonna
Well-
bite in and like get
I will
attention
say,
herself.
Kane looks real weak.
Yeah. But there's 2 weak targets and a healer. She's going to... Yeah, she'll do the last strike on Kane. She's going to actually turn the trident to strike with the butt of it. I'm going to keep the same dice, but she's trying to knock you out, not kill you.
So 27 would knock him out no matter what. However, I'm going to use Relentless Endurance. And that means with my Elfish Fear, I get to make an attack back at her.
Go for it. Go for it.
Right, so that's once more with the mace. That sucks. God damn
Nope.
it, that was such a cool moment too. Okay.
Mm. You waver on your feet. You catch yourself on Calder's shoulder, and then turn and swing up with the mace. But she takes half a step back and then moves back into the space, following it.
Kane's still smiling, like I said, always a problem.
Well, we're in the business of solving problems.
Most
And
nuisances are.
Rodebert, again, turns the butt of his weapon around and takes a swing at you.
Yeah, that's it. Kane's down.
Yep.
He tried.
Yep.
Alright, I'll be back.
He looks at Miriam and Calda and says, "You handle this, I'll go see if Corbin needs help." And he's going to stroll out of your reach, Calda.
Can I hit him?
Yes, you can.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, you can.
And just in case.
Alright.
You know.
How do you want to, as he overconfidently steps out of your reach, looking a little bit weaker and more shaken than he might have wanted you to believe, how do you want to knock him on his face?
Back to the knees, baby!
He turns, he takes 2 steps, and then suddenly, whoop, his knees go out. They crash to the ground. The rest of him topples forward. He hits his head on one of the paving stones. The helmet bounces a little bit, and then he just kind of goes still. Still breathing, but there's a low groan starting to rise, but it is a semi-conscious groan at best.
Although like looks back up at the asthma and just goes, "And what are we gonna do now?"
I love
She's
that
just
so far.
looking at this body of her companion lying on the ground, going, "Oh, you complete and utter idiot."
I love, by the way, that every time one of us has been knocked out, the next turn one of the enemies has been knocked out. Oh no, it's just very funny.
Sir Corbin down here glances back, shakes his head briefly, looks at you, Alaris, and kind of gives you that. You can't quite see much of his face behind the faceplate, but he gives you that head tilt and the one shoulder shrug, like, "Co-workers, what can you do?" "Well, I suppose that I'm going to have to clean up their mess." And he lashes out towards you, Alaris, with the whip. So, 15, does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Unfortunate. Okay, quick intelligence saving throw, please.
Does anyone else find that the most cutting thing that Ariel can say is, unfortunate?
Damn it!
I am
Oh my
so
God.
sorry.
It strikes the soul.
I am just straight up not having a good time right now.
Nope. I'm just gonna roll both of these, because advantage can't stack in this case. So go ahead and give me the 2 intelligence saves for either half or full psychic damage.
I'm gonna use this.
Okay. Let's see, with an attack roll, reaction to roll a d6 for a higher
Okay.
attack. Nice! Okay.
Please.
Which one are you using it on? The first or the second? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Fuck! God damn it!
Oh, we're so not going to get into Alsana and Calda.
Oh no, we
This-
won't. They're already gone by this point.
This
We
is
should've-
God,
We should
why?
have waited at the tree.
Why?
We should have waited at the tree.
we did our best. And hey, Kane's got a bunch of new tools now, so
He's
Same.
going to. Elaris, it's your turn. What would you like
I
to
am
do as
having
you shake
the
off the
worst
sun?
time right now.
Yeah, it's not often that enemies actually get to you.
This is my nightmare.
I wouldn't know
right
that
now.
feeling.
Is Asana still up?
I
Uh,
will say if you
She's still on the ground.
She's
Well,
prone.
I was just wondering if she was like, no, she stood. No, yeah, okay,
4
never
hit
mind.
points. 4 hit points.
I got it.
Mhm.
I didn't know if she got hit.
I will
Elaris,
say,
what would you like
Elaris,
to do?
if you clear out the SMR, we can all help you out there. This guy sucks.
Wouldn't Elias have disadvantage on the Asmar though? He's
What?
in melee with someone.
He's crossbow expert.
Mhm.
The only thing is he's got Hexblade Curse of Purple, so
Crossbow expert is fun. So,
Oh, did crossbow expert circumvent that? Fuck yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
it's
entirely what Asha does.
I
Yeah.
forget.
what would you like to do? John?
The SMR, right?
The yellow one, yes.
Yeah, unless you want to just try to drop this guy because you got Hexbite's Curse. Your choice.
Yeah. I'm going to misstep this way.
Nice.
Oh, fair point.
Okay. Do it. Just do it. Yep. There you go.
I'm
There we go.
so done with this guy. I don't want to deal with him anymore.
You
You
hear
can't
a slight whoosh of a whip behind you, and then a oh,
I am
tricky.
not having fun. And I'm going to aim at
Might
the
wanna put two.
Asmar as best as I can.
Okay, go for it. You've got a pretty clear shot. Alsana's prone next to her. These two are prone around her.
Oh, the other person's standing. She's 2 feet tall.
21. Actually, she's going. Nope, that's a melee attack. So 21 definitely hits. She can't do anything about it. So
Eldritch
that
Smite.
Parry this,
I'm
you fucking casual.
So done.
exactly.
I'm so done.
23. Okay, go for it. Do your smite.
I swear, I want to play a goofy
Okay.
campaign at some point where like it's all fantasy and everyone does like the fantasy armor and stuff, but just someone has a gun.
Yeah.
Mhm. So,
It's
the
your
necrotic
turn.
damage she doesn't seem too phased by, but she does take some. The smite, is that radiant or necrotic or anything else?
Is it Force? Because
Is it Force?
That's a Hexbite's Curse ability.
Yeah, that's what I can't remember.
Eldritch Smite.
Four.
It is force damage, yeah. God
Good to know,
damn.
thank you.
No, she doesn't resist force damage. That's actually
No.
better.
Forky damage.
She takes the full force of that attack, except for the little bit of necrotic on the edge that some of it kind of seems to, like, splash off her skin.
4 key damage.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take one more shot.
Okay, go for it.
God damn it!
Late
Oh,
fail.
it's not our fight. This is so not our fight.
I hate this so much. I am at the bottom of the initiative order and none of my attacks are hitting.
Yeah. I mean, if it makes you feel better, you have done more damage than Alsana has.
Hey, Kane, do you have your level?
Yes, I just need to be conscious first.
Okay, you still have your level ready though. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you used it or not. Let's fight.
Oh,
No,
maybe
anything
maybe
else,
Alaris
Laura?
can get Kane up since he's doing so much damage.
Please. Fucking kill me.
But you might want to move so you don't stay inside whip range.
I'm gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
This
Okay.
sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Hate it. Hate it.
Altana, you're on the ground, but alive, conscious.
I'll stay there for now.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh man, all right. Whoosh.
And you know what, I'll re-roll that
Oh.
too.
That would have been a great crit.
Mhm.
Alright,
So
so that's
25?
25. Yep, to everyone.
Sweet.
I don't want to say what else I'm at.
I'm at 25.
And
Okay.
yeah, she's just gonna get up and move over here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Has Lady used her reaction yet?
No, because she couldn't
No.
bear it.
Yeah, no.
Yep, that's her turn.
Okay. She looks at the three of you, looks at Alaris in the corner, glances back. Corbin, a little help!
Also, pats
call it.
Calder on the shoulder. Go get him, Dagger.
What's a tiger?
Grr. One. That misses.
Mm, mhm.
2. That hits. Can't
That
parry
definitely does, yes. Yep.
Do I want to? Are we gonna fight Kate Calda and also?
Yeah, we're-
Remember,
Okay,
she's
we're
Asmar.
We're retreating after this.
More
Yep.
damage.
Up to you.
Hmm. I won't.
You're having your smites, that's all.
Yeah, that's why, because I want to use my swing. Oh,
Okay.
fuck, man, I could have used my fucking.
Have
I'm
your
not gonna
crit.
do it now. What, Devin?
What?
I'm done. That's my turn.
No, I just mean in the future,
Okay.
like, if you crit, I mean, I would never stop you from smiting on a crit.
King kind of
Hey.
blinks his eyes open and just like, oh, sees the halberd on the ground. Yes, grabs onto that, stands up.
Alright. The halberd in your hands goes dull.
It's two-handed.
It's two-handed, and the fire on the edge almost seems to fade out as
that's okay.
you pick it up.
He'll bonus action sheath it on his back. And he will, he'll take what was the mace, and he will just go, yep, unfortunately, like the wonderful thing that I hear is called a goldfish. I'm the problem that smiles back. And he starts swinging.
I'm not a goldfish.
All right, and she's going to parry the first one using her reaction.
Yeah, but fuck you on
But
the
the
second
second one, yeah, very
Yep.
much so. 10 bludgeoning.
Alsana, take the reposition, get out of there.
Yep, I will.
Extra 2
Okay.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've gotten back on the broom last turn.
I'll
Yeah,
allow it.
it's kind of movement.
You didn't go far.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
And as he kind of looks and says, okay, nice. Again, you could have just retreated. And 27.
Okay, 13 damage. All right, she's looking a little rough there. She,
I will real fast,
as
just
you say that,
throw my Orchid Fury on there for an extra dice.
sure.
So 1 extra d8 plus. There we go. And
Another
let's
5.
give her as well a. Let's make this a frighten.
Interesting, okay. 8. Advantage on the wisdom save. Oh! She is technically frightened
Yep.
for
and he
this
goes,
round.
Now, I don't recommend running because we will beat the ever living shit out of you, but you can
She
always
is
get away.
shaking, but she looks back at you. You can hear the plate mail clattering just a little bit, very faintly.
Yep, and she
And
just
she says, "We will not run. We know something of honor."
Uh.
She stands her ground.
Yep, and he just looks and says, well, when the people you're protecting burn down your court, just remember what honor did for you. And he will take just 1 step to right here, outside of her range,
Yep.
and look towards the Purple Knight and say, armor's still a problem for you, you're going to come action fight.
Oh, I'm coming. You are a bother to deal with.
Well, and he takes 1 more step back, just with the bring it on gesture.
All right. Miriam, frightened, is going to focus on the only target within her reach, as she can't seem to bring herself to step closer to Kane at the moment. And she's going to take some disadvantaged attacks on you, Calda.
Go for it.
Yep.
Miss.
13.
Hit.
Okay, quick dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
All right,
And another hit.
another dex. It is half damage on successes, so 8 plus 9
So we
plus
got
10 plus 8.
So 17 plus
19, yeah, 19 and 17, yeah. No,
Uh,
wait,
18 plus
8
17.
and 8. No.
Yeah, 17 is 8 plus 9,
Oh.
plus 10 plus 8 is 18. 17 and 18, total 35.
Okay. Yeah, my brain was not working. I was doing a different set of numbers there.
Cool. Got it.
Okay. That's it for her. Robert's down. Corbin. Yep. Well, I'll have to deal with some of you later. For now.
Uh-oh.
He gets about here.
I miscounted my
He
numbers.
glances over at Calda.
I don't have intelligence.
And
You're
the
plus 5.
whip lashes towards you.
That's a miss.
That does not miss. That does not hit. Yep.
That just hits.
Alright.
17? Such an 18.
No, it's a 17, baby.
Don't you have plate mail?
Quick intelligence.
You want to plate mail? What?
No, I don't have plate mail. I have
You're
plate
fine.
mail.
You take half of that damage, so only 2 psychic.
You ever plate mail? I have smart plate mail.
This has been a fucking halfling.
Oh, fair. That's fair.
6 slashing damage, and
Oh my god.
have that down to 4. 4 psychic.
Call us a chainmail this whole time?
Yes?
I've been a chainmail since the beginning of the campaign.
Corbin looks around and just resilient bunch. So you wouldn't Say, you wouldn't be interested in like joining the guard, or we could get you some real good training. And Miriam looks over.
maybe if you stop
Corbin!
fight- Maybe if you
What?
stop fighting us, Corbin, huh? Maybe if you stop kicking our asses, Corbin!
Well, unfortunately, this is my job right now. I hope there's no
Okay.
hard feelings.
Back is when the
Dolores.
Nightingale ruined this fucking city. Just kill them too.
Oh, don't worry. If they ruin the city, I will. But right now, you guys are the ones storming the castle, so
Is Corbin
technically.
played by Conrad?
Corbin, I'd call you a good man if I didn't want to kill you right now, so I'm just gonna knock you out real hard. How about that?
It's appreciated. Elaris, it's your turn.
I love this man!
I respect only Corbin here.
Again,
He's
is
asshole,
Corbin
right?
played by Conrad?
I know, right?
Elaris, what would you like to do?
None whatsoever.
Go for it.
Yes, who's more damaged right now?
Yellow.
They're both looking kind of rough. I think Miriam's looking rough.
But
Corbin
you'll-
looks like he's taken a couple of hits, but not as much.
We find Corbin on the other side and make friends with him.
Corbin's got like 4 of your crossbow bolts in his shield.
I don't like him.
None of us do. It's okay.
I just
You just talked about how much you loved him.
I respect.
I love him.
I have.
Alright, fair.
Personality versus
I
character
never
sheet.
said any of that.
Mm-hmm. Do as you will,
I'm
Elaris.
just gonna take 2 more shots at Miriam.
Go for it.
The others can deal with fucking Corbin because I don't want to right now.
Thank you, I'd like to have my. Oh my god.
Definitely hits. Alright.
Gotta-
The
okay.
necrotic is halved, but she takes the full 10 piercing and 3 necrotic.
Don't take
Okay.
care, Corbin.
No regrets. I am
No
Also
regrets.
hit.
no
There we
regrets.
go.
I am going to Eldritch Smite this as well.
Nice.
Alright.
Porky. Porky?
Orky.
Porky.
How do you want to finish Miriam?
I just want the bolt to hit her, and then just slam her against the wall
Okay.
on the force damage.
Hi, Miriam.
She turns, still shaking from the fear that has not quite abated yet, and just in time to see the second bolt hit her in the shoulder, spin her around a full 180, and she slams face first into the
Yeah,
wall
he's
and
just
then
like, I
slides
promise I will
sideways
home
down
you,
onto the ground.
Son, god damn it! And he's just gonna fire the bolt.
Alright. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Alsana.
Gonna go ahead and just give myself a level 1 healing word.
Wise choice.
Very smart choice.
Gotta always check the 20.
You missed your healing word.
No.
It's Corbin.
I would not have taken that fucking mask if
No.
that was the case.
I know.
Oh my
That'd
god,
be
that would be so
terrible.
bad. Oh my
That
god.
would be so terrible.
I would
5%
love
chance
that
of
magic item,
critical.
though, on like a level 2
5%
party.
chance of nothing.
Like you want to talk about like confirmation bias and like what's the like positive versus negative influence like experience? Oh my god, that would be terrible. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and give Corbin a little frostbite.
Sounds
Little
good. Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
He does succeed.
Yeah,
Barely.
of course he does.
No, it's Orky,
Sorry.
not Orsi.
Alright. You float on up the stairs a little bit.
That's my
I
turn.
believe. Calda.
Okay. You know, Corbin, before I kick your ass, how's your day been? Like, besides the storm in the castle, how you feeling today?
It's actually been rather dull.
Uh-huh. Like, really not much happening?
I mean, diplomatic events are always like that. A lot of standing around, a lot of looking impressive, waiting.
Kinda boring, right?
Oh my god, knock each other out already.
Ooh, oh, you hit like a wow, you hit like a tree on a
Oh,
rope.
Don't worry, wait for the spark, wait for the spark.
Oh,
That's one of them.
Yep.
And
Alright.
here's the second happy
What?
birthday.
1. You have 2 of them. 4 plus
fuck this one tonight in particular.
6 plus 29. Not undead. 22. 94 points of damage.
That's without a
Still
crit?
up! He's still up! He's still up! Barely!
Still up?
He's barely hanging on!
Okay.
Yep.
He takes the 2 hits and reels, and then looks at you and just, at least you're going to knock me out with honor.
Yeah, you know, can I send you a letter later? Like, I
It
really
won't-
want it.
This will at least make Miriam feel good. If you can, like, leave a note saying that you did so and I didn't surrender, she's uptight.
Yeah, sure. And Zelda just starts taking up parchment. Can you finish this off for me, please?
Yeah. Hey, Corbin, you want to be a quick test subject if you're going to be going out with honor?
Just get it over with and get over here and I'll hit you too.
Yeah, fair enough. And he'll walk over, take out the Sword of Thorns.
Corbin is raising the whip, ready to strike, but you might not have the chance, so
Yep,
take your
actually-
strings.
He kind of goes, actually, I like your whole whip strategy real fast. Let me try something. And he reaches out with the ensnaring strike.
Strength saving throw, okay. He succeeds.
And he frowns like, yeah, I didn't like that ability much. And he just walks over with the sword out instead. Alright, let's hope this works. And the last one, he's gonna go.
Okay. 30 definitely hits.
But, like, are you really sure you don't want to surrender? Because, like, that'd be super cool of you. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you surrender, we'll be really merciful.
Not allowed is in the job contract, you know.
Do you really care that much about a contract? Hold on.
And then, and he keels over on that damage dice. You did just enough.
As with that, Kane kind of kneels down, takes his whip. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun later. Walks over to the customer, takes her front. Okay, we need to retreat. This turned out pretty well for us in the end. I'm gonna be honest.
Corbin's armor magical?
Technically, all of their armor is magical.
Guys, eat me!
We are not taking the time.
How soon are we able to get out of here? How far away are we from an exit?
Are we free from the tree?
Probably about a 3-minute run.
I just go. Don't worry, guys. It's not gonna kill him. I put Corbin in the bag. Just trust me. Let's go. It won't kill him. Technically, he holds his breath. He holds his breath for at least Constitution modifier minutes. He's got 3 minutes. Let's go.
He's unconscious.
You can hold your breath while unconscious. That is the
Okay.
thing. I would like to
Sounds
start.
They're kidnapping Corbin. I'm gonna put
You know
it in my
what?
notes.
I'll put him in the bag. I'll hold his head outside of the bag.
Okay.
I am not spending a spell slot bringing this man back to Ambarion.
That's fine. I don't expect you to. I just want to go. Let's go.
This is a it's floating back towards the courtyard.
All right, and you start heading back down corridors. The
Retreat!
bell has not stopped ringing in this like 30-second foray. But you turn around and you take off back down the corridors.
As we get to the tree, I just go. Don't bring us to the forest, by the way. Let's go somewhere else.
Oh my gosh, and she's going to go ahead and cast transport via plants over to how about
The Alaris' town.
yeah, I was gonna say how about we go over to
Yeah, Walton.
yeah, where we set up camp before and we like quickly abandoned camp.
Okay. You cast the spell. Just as you do so, you hear some guards around the corner and shout, "There they are! There they go!" And then the tree opens, you race through, and it snaps shut behind you.
Yep.
You are left in the relative quiet and peace of the abandoned ghost town of Walton. Let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break there.
Sweet.
Kidnap Corbin.
I can't
Yep.
believe we took Corvin.
I don't care about Corbin. I just want plate armor for Kalda. Because what the fuck do you mean Kalda doesn't have plate armor?
Ever since the beginning of the
That was
campaign.
the most painful encounter.
Oh my god.
The chainmail. The entire time.
I'd been under the assumption you had plate mail because you didn't use a shield.
No. I
Oh
had
my
17 AC the entire campaign.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
what god of probability I pissed off.
Hey, you remember last time Kane missed 5 out of 6 attacks that he had to roll a 5 or below to miss?
We kidnapped Corbin.
I'm gonna run the washroom real quick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, yeah.
He took it.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna wake up and he's gonna be like, so.
We're gonna get there, but
Early retirement.
There is a wonderful tradition of ransoming knights in old storybooks. Okay.
Oh, we'll specify all that in a moment. By the way, Conrad, I can give you quick details on those
Thank
weapons.
you.
They're pretty general.
Here's my question: do I have to attune to all of them?
Yes.
God damn it. Okay.
They are
Cool,
all
but would you like any of them?
went to the bathroom. So,
That's right.
yes. So I'm just gonna jot down.
Oh, I might have to unequip the Sword of Thorns. Are the masks attuned, right?
I don't believe they were. You'd have to double check, but I don't think I made the masks attunement because I wanted the freedom of you actually having and using them, despite what else you found.
Is the armor attunement as well?
I think it is in the book. Hold on.
I have a free slot anyway.
Because it is book armor. It is outright armor of resistance.
Can't believe we kidnapped Corbin.
I just want his armor.
Me too, but I had to laugh so hard that I almost...
You didn't kidnap Jimmy D. You kidnapped Corbin.
I tried to.
Jimmy D didn't have magic plate mail.
That's true.
Yeah, there is that.
This is free magic plate mail.
Yeah, it's for real estate.
Also, is it like crested with any Umbarion shit? Because that could help next time if we need to storm another castle.
Yep.
Technically, it probably is. Their plate mail is custom made, but it's also enchanted, and they also are knights, so it probably has some kind of crest like on the shoulder or something, Pauldron.
That'd be fucking funny coming back to Umbarion. Just like, where the fuck did you get?
Armor of Resistance does require attunement.
I have a free slot.
All right.
Maybe I'll give Alsana that thing that gives health.
His is Force Resistance.
That is fine. I don't know what plate mail is.
It's 18.
Just flat out
it goes up to 18. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
I have so many attacks on Kane's sheet. It's ridiculous.
Are we resting right now?
It's up to you guys when you get back. By the way, Kane, for your knowledge and writing things down, the Hellbird is what gave the Hellish Rebuke ability, and it's once per day. Once per long rest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna honestly just look through the attacks and copy their abilities.
Alright, I can click them all if you want to copy them, like,
That would actually be nice.
right here. So,
Yeah,
here's the Hellbird. Add the fact that you get one casting of Hellish Rebuke with the DC set at 16.
Yep.
DC 16, and it is at level 1. So, it's not a huge thing, but
That's
there you go.
so useful.
There's Glimmer, which is the ice one.
Yep. The Morning Star is pretty dope. I love Morning Stars.
Mind Reaver, the whip, and Storm Strike, the trident.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna do some reshuffling of abilities real fast. Actually, I technically have to wait for an hour to attune to each one. So
Okay.
I'll still add it to the sheet though.
This is basically them running up going, "You're getting mugged, kid," and us going, "No, you're getting mugged," and we actually took their shit.
Yeah. Not only are you getting mugged, one of you's getting kidnapped.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Not for me.
We kidnapped him to mug him. It's fine.
There are worse reasons to kidnap people, to be fair.
Yeah, and we're letting him go afterwards. He can walk home. He can get a ferry.
Hell, he can retire.
He can retire and rebuild Walton on his own.
Yeah. The Honorable Knight, for as his task of failure of protecting Umbarion. Well, technically he protected it just fine, but that's besides the point.
He did his best. Also, I probably shouldn't give him a note because that can be used as a scrying tool.
Correct.
I'll give him a very nice pat on the back.
Honestly, he deserves it.
After dealing with us
Oh,
kidnapping him, yeah. Oh, he's unconscious for a little bit.
Mhm.
We didn't just storm a castle. We kidnapped a guard.
We kidnapped a knight.
an elite knight of Umbar.
We didn't storm a police precinct and kidnap an officer. We kidnapped a detective. That's what your correction sounds like, Conrad.
I'm absolutely right in saying it too.
You didn't just kidnap a detective, you kidnapped the chief detective,
Yeah.
pretty much. This is an elite knight. Calder, you might not be super familiar with them, but you know about them as a concept. You got the guards, then you've got, like, your various ranks of squire and page and the knights. But then the best knights tend to have something of a rank and a prestige even above that. So you just knocked out 4 of them and kidnapped 1.
Conrad's like just staring, just going, like, this is a war crime. This is oh god, we may get XP.
Everything's a war crime until you win the war.
I'm sorry in advance, Ariel. I can never spell that word.
Which one?
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
That's a smart people thing.
Yeah, fair.
Is Devin back? He didn't
not
mute,
set.
so I can't
Hello?
tell.
Oh,
Hello.
there he is.
Oh, he was summoned.
Is everybody here?
Yep.
So,
John?
I'm here.
Okay. Everybody okay to continue?
I think
Oh, yeah.
so.
I'm feeling great.
Alright.
Fuck yeah.
As you stumble out of a tree into Walton with a unconscious knight with a head poking out of the bag on Kane's side. Kane with his arms full of 4 new weapons and
Three
utter
of them
glee
back
on his face. Okay. And everybody else feeling maybe a little bit bruised, to say the
Kane's got a
least.
big grin on his face.
So,
Okay, didn't go to plan, but no one's dead.
No one's dead, especially them, but we did commit a war crime.
Again, we're committing war crimes until we successfully keep the world from being sieged by an undead army. So, like, you know. And technically, kidnapping and ransom isn't a war crime; it's just a regular crime.
I meant storming a castle, but okay.
That's just a crime during war.
So, in the near future, if we ever go anywhere near any of their forces, none of us are having our masks visible.
That's fair. Sorry about that.
That's alright. Unless Alaris is the one who's being, who's already there, which doesn't seem likely at this point. We're going to recognize it on site anyways. So,
Additionally, they are going to be much more on guard now.
I mean, they're going to find out that we killed Alaris.
That especially, and if that information has probably been expedited to them with this current happening.
Yeah, it was going to get to them anyways. Today was our one chance to get there before it, and better we stay alive and fight tomorrow. So.
I got some cool stuff out of it.
Yep. Speaking of, and I start stripping.
Calder was doing the same thing.
Let's quickly into
Drag
a
him out of the
building,
bag.
please.
Yep. Oh, if you guys even want, I'll strip by myself so that you guys can keep the scrying separate. So they don't know we have them.
Sure. Just
Yep, you guys sit down, get some rest. I'll toss the armor to Calda in a second. And I take Corbin into one of the buildings with me and prop him up against the wall and just go, I'm really sorry, man. To him being unconscious and just...
as a side note, Alsana will get out some of that like herb mix that she burns to keep someone unconscious.
alright. With your passive medicine, you can tell he's going to be unconscious for a good couple of hours at least.
Yep.
But if you wish, you may extend
Something to that, and also just make sure he's not bleeding out or has a concussion or something.
Can we like
Yeah.
put some money into his just underclothes?
He is a royal knight. He's got money. I'm not fucking wasting money on this dude.
It's a tip.
The tip was us not killing him.
He may have money, but aside from a very small coin purse with, like, the sum equivalent of 3 gold in it, like pocket change, he doesn't have any money on him.
That's probably
Oh, I
his
know, but I
lunch
wanted to
money
give him
we
more
got him on
money.
work.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Let's just
like I said, I'll get the armor. I'll get the armor for Calda, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I can do with this guy. I'll take him to the shed and remove his armor and kind of tie him to a post and tie his feet to a different post across like the room.
Okay.
And just kind of come back into the other room to Calda and just put the armor on her. It's like, now, put this on, please.
Okay.
I believe, out of character in this setting, that armor should reshape to suit your form.
Mm-hmm. It is magical. So, Calda, as you start to like handle the now of note, you do have to attune to it. So I'm going to say that in this case, you do have to attune to it first. But as you attune over that hour, the armor, as you kind of sit and meditate upon it, shrinks in your hands until at the end of the hour, you're holding armor that is going to fit you like a glove, like it was made for you,
Including the glove.
to your perfect measurements.
I don't know, the glove's a little tight, but I don't know.
What are you talking about? It fits like a piece of armor.
There we go.
Well, good work, folks. We did.
We could have done better.
Yeah, we could have done better, but for the sake of storming the castle, no
Could have
one's
got
dead.
arrested.
I'm not worried about being arrested.
At the very least, we have severely delayed their political advance.
Yeah, send the feelings of safety.
Oh yeah, well, any kingdom actually makes deals with them if they know people are actively looking at them and, you know, threatening the entire castle. That'd be kind of funny.
By the way, over the short rest, I'm going to attune to Mind Reaver.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the rest of the 3 inside the bag of holding, because weapons that teleport back to your hand, because it's still technically attuned to the other 3, cannot do so if it's in another plane of existence.
Okay.
Does Alsana want, if she wants to unattune from something, want that one amulet of health? Because I'm attuned to the armor now.
Mm,
You need more health.
I would
That'd
have.
be better,
I would. She will take it and think on it.
That's all I ask.
Yep, and I kind of just... Well, do we want to talk to our pal in the room just when he wakes up? See if he
No,
knows what
we are not giving him any sort
No.
of information whatsoever. We are keeping him unconscious the whole time, and I am throwing him back in through the tree.
Oh,
You
I
know,
could
No.
I figured we-
Working.
send him
Fun
to...
fact that probably isn't important, but flavor bit that I wrote down. Kane, you would have realized this when you took the armor off. Sir Corbin has very slightly pointed ears and features of a half elf.
Okay, cool.
So.
Yeah, so he just kind of... You sure? I just kind of want to see what the Embarrass situation is.
No,
I don't know. We don't really
he
need
would
to
not
know.
be the one to have information on, and he would is not with the
Yeah.
risk of. We are not
He-
leaving him in prison somewhere. We are putting him back where we found him, and he will not have any more information than any of the rest.
Can we not just walk him most of the way to Utar and then let him walk to Utar?
No,
We can
because
throw
that
him
would
through a
require
tree.
him being awake. I'm throwing his unconscious body through a tree back into Ambarian.
Alright, fair enough. If that's the case, can I take his 3 gold?
I want to compensate the poor man, honestly.
See, I told you we should pay him.
He, theirs was not.
What if his armor was on loan?
How about this? Okay, in exchange for his armor, I'm going to take out the golden chest necklace that we got from the Giant's Castle. It's like 4 feet long and made entirely of gold. I think this will match up the price, or...
Real quick, would Alsana wouldn't think that would be usable as something to scry on us, right? It's just some random thing we have.
Probably. It's been technically in your possession, but also technically it's been in the bag of holding for the entirety of that time, and you don't have any like personal connection to it.
Yeah.
So no, it's probably not going to be a good scrying focus.
Well, and it's not magical at all or anything, right?
No, it's just made of
No.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's from the other side, but
Does that really matter at this point?
if it's not magical or anything, and it can't really be used to zero in on us. Sure.
Alright. I mean, frankly, Alaris's bolts are more personal than this thing is to me, so...
So we taking a rest for the night, keeping him down, and then just throw him in through a tree and heading back to.
I think so.
I take it you can't transport him today.
No, I am not fully tapped, but any of my higher strength is gone. I have fourth level and below.
Okay, yeah, he just kind of. Alright, no worries here then. Well, like I said, good job. Anyone want one of these weapons, by the way? I've got a nice collection now. Or, for that matter, the Owl Soul Short Bow.
If you're
with the
not
Sword of Thorn.
immediately attuning to it, leave it within the bag for at least a day.
Oh, I mean mild.
Oh,
I have to attune to the Owl Soul Short Bow and the Sword of Thorns. So if either of you two, if anyone wants those.
also, I'll take the Sword of Thorns. You're like, oh, shame, you just got this thing cleaned.
Yeah, but putting it bluntly, I'm unsure whether I want to, at least today, whether I would rather break their attunements to their weapons. Hopefully, while they're still unconscious, they haven't had time to try to summon it back to their hands, or leave it in the bag of holding and keep this ready on me and just cycle it one by one. I'd rather break the magical hold first.
If you leave them in the bag for a day, it ends.
Does it?
Yes, if a magical item is more than 100 feet away from an individual for at least 24 hours, or if the creature dies, or if the creature attunes, or if another creature attunes to the same item, the attunement ends.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay, cool.
There's a time limit on there, so
Yeah, okay, in that case, you think, oh, cool. You tend not to let magic weapons leave my hand, so yeah, fair enough.
Yep. Just leave it in the leave it in the wash of the bag for a day.
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, cool. No one's especially hurt right now. Alex, you holding up? You look kind of hit pretty hard by those bolts.
Is there anything you would like me to give a proper look in on for a magic item?
I think I can guess most of what they do, but like I said, I have to break their attunement first, and
Didn't you
Well,
already use your identify today?
I don't believe that was today.
On
Oh,
the
yeah.
ring?
yeah, the ring.
Oh yeah, that was immediately this morning, wasn't it? Yep.
Yeah, otherwise it would have known what the honor does. Yeah.
fun fact, it is still morning and not noon yet.
Wait, what?
You guys,
Yeah, we did this first thing in the morning.
yeah, you did the scry first thing in the morning and you immediately bamped over to Embarion, you rushed to the castle, you stormed it, and you rushed out. It's probably 11 o'clock at best, at latest.
And how many more days until that week is done and the troops are marching on Deep Thicket?
Let me check the calendar. I usually have this open.
I thought it was-
It is still your birthday, Calda.
It is.
You've still got about a week, roughly.
Oh, I said happy birthday to you for Corbin, but it was my birthday. Wait, I forgot about that.
And as Kane takes the last gauntlet and holds it on Calder's hand, he goes, "By the way, happy birthday. Here's my present to you."
Good present. Good present.
Right.
Thank you.
And it came with the coolest of 4 knights.
We're not keeping him.
Oh no, but it's he's fun.
So note,
He's gonna
what
be unconscious.
what kind of sword is the Sword of Thorns?
It is a long sword. Let me just check something. I remember there being something weird with damage dice. Yeah, it's a long sword, but technically can be wielded as a light weapon in one hand.
Okay. I couldn't exactly use it, but
Can you use whips?
let's see. Clubs, daggers, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, and spears. No.
Okay. No short bow either.
I'll just click.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Do you want a shield? Do you have a shield?
No, I need for spellcasting.
Oh, alright. Oh.
And if I ever would like to switch to this, and she pulls out the sickle.
Yeah, I don't know. Seeing you hold a sharp object does not fill me with joy.
We've had a sharp object for a while.
Yeah, it never fills me with joy.
Whatever. So,
Well,
we don't.
tomorrow we regroup and see what the next step is, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting my magic back for another 24 hours, at least. So,
Alright. So in that case, I'm gonna go fishing.
I'd-
You guys want to join me?
I'd recommend we all stick together.
Yeah, you can all come with.
Lantern. If you're going fishing, there's probably trees though, and if they can transport through trees, we're not at our best.
Yeah,
right now.
that as well. Let's stay inside.
Alright. Can we at least talk to Corbin? Or does he have to stay completely conscious?
I do not want him having any information that he can explain to those two.
Alright. Oh well.
You know,
It's okay.
like when it's someone's birthday and you pay for someone to pop out of a cake? I feel like it's like that.
You pay them not to talk either?
Yeah. I
Um,
feel like he just popped out of a cake.
Real quick, the shed you have him in,
Yes.
also I'm just gonna bring him over to the group.
Or, I imagine Kane walks in and carries him because
Yep, and yeah, also we'll just, if she can, keep him under for the day.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you know it's not necessarily the healthiest thing, but he's
he's already
not
concussed.
old. He's fairly fit. It's probably not going to do too much bad to him.
Yep.
Medically induced coma, almost.
Could Alsana spend her time just working on like a poultice or something that is a bit safer?
It's not so much
Just as a flavor thing, really.
inducing him to sleep. Yeah, sure.
I would just imagine she can do something that rounds off some of the potential, potential, I assume, flavor effects of
Yeah.
doing it too long.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not gonna be doing it for more than 24 hours. Don't worry, Jim.
At the very least, you could also like brew up a cup of not coffee,
Mhm.
slightly magical herbal brew that is going to kind of take the edge off of any
Mega chamomile.
lingering headache.
Yeah,
Or...
we just having tea?
No, not sleepy time tea. The opposite of sleepy time tea, wakey time tea for
Oh,
at the
that's tea.
end of it, in order to make it less muzzy in the head.
Ah, yes. Sure thing.
And Kane is going to sit down, have his little tobacco pipe in his mouth, and finally completely take out the giant sword from the demon. He's going to sharpen the shit out of this thing.
Okay. Yep. You clean off all the rust. You get a fine edge on it. It probably takes a good chunk of the afternoon for you, but patient.
So is it functionally a greatsword?
Ah. You know what? Sure.
Okay, cool. I don't use a greatsword. I just really
Yep.
wanted to be clean.
Yep.
Welcome to
It is
Great Sword
cleaned.
Club.
It is pretty
I
much
already have
great.
a greatsword. I have a fire greatsword. And I pulled it out, hand it to Calda, and just go, secondary gift. I'm glad I got it done in time. If you don't want to be recognized for your greatsword, you can always use this one.
Thank you again, dear.
I'm not going to use it.
It's like a little pat on the cheek.
Yep, and I hand you like a 6-foot tall sword.
Dude, 3 times the size of Calda. Love it. About.
Yeah, Calder, this might be a little bit awkward to wield, but it would look great above the mantelpiece at home.
By the way, how's everyone's health right now?
Good.
5?
Bad, but like could do better.
Alright, I'm going to just float a...
Actually, I would have a short rest. I'd be completely healed up. It's fine.
Yeah, let me do a short rest first.
Yeah, you know, fair enough. No, wait, no, I can max your guys' stuff, never mind.
Yeah, so we can use half of our hit dice and just get them all back in the rest.
Yep, alright. No worries there. Just as well at some point, because I assume we're basically spending the day here. Also, I was just gonna walk over and just tap Calda on the shoulder. Calda, could you do me a favor?
I can do many favors. What's up?
Scratch my ears. And she turns into a cat and sits on her lap.
Yes!
Pulling a full Caleb, well done.
Oh, yes.
Calda loves petting kitties.
I love how eclectic this room is right now. We have an unconscious man being kept in a medically induced coma,
Who were kidnapped.
kidnapped, who's in his underwear, or his underclothes.
You did the
Kane,
max.
Kane is smoking tobacco and sharpening a giant scimitar. Called us petting a cat.
Out of curiosity, did you do anything with his cloak?
Is this cloak anything fancy?
The unconscious man's cloak. It's not magical. It's just personalized, customized. So
We'll
he
wrap
will-
it around his waist.
Yeah, rapid and big preserves
okay, yeah. He's like swaddled in his own cloak with the bare feet sticking out the bottom, stockings.
Burrito.
Yep, and then I'm gonna wrap him in the rope on top of that to make sure he stays that way.
Bare feet, he can't keep his socks.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep his. I'm not gonna steal those boots.
All right, he keeps his socks.
His boots are part of the armor. Not taking socks though.
You steal
Yeah.
our shoes underneath that. That would be so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Also, it's not exactly warm here in Wilton. I don't think.
It's fall.
It is getting cooler. There's a little bit more of a nip in the air.
Yeah, Alzana will at some point just put a blanket from their rest kits over him.
I'll have to like take some paper out and just like tries to play tic-tac-toe with Cat Alsana.
That is the cutest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Be like, okay, dear, I'm gonna write an X here, and you still have your little brain. You know what's.
You know what? Actually, thinking about it, she might go to the booty cat form, kitten form, from the.
She
Don't
is a
do this
tiny
to me.
fuzzball, tapping paper with a paw where she wants her O's.
Probably like just draws the. Probably like goes to draw an X and gets a swat.
Yep. Kicks the gauntlet at some point.
At a point a little bit into the afternoon, you do see in the light of the lantern a translucent scrying orb appear near the ceiling.
Okay, let's go. Calda. First on Calda.
Nope,
Kane.
it's still there.
Alaris.
It's still there.
Alsana?
It's still there.
Corbin?
Yep.
I
It
would have done
blinks
Corin
out.
first.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Yeah. We have 5 uses per day. It's fine.
They can scry again.
Yeah. No, I know.
I'm going to say Corin because Ariel didn't ask anyone to make a save.
No, I was gonna say like.
Arl
Uh,
has been
to be-
messaging us.
To be honest, I wrote down all of your modifiers and noted the +5 if called is nearby, and I've kind of just done it myself,
Makes more sense.
as
Yep.
you suggested.
And I'm gonna say that basically at this point, Kane just looks at everyone and says, I mean, they've already seen us. If they scry again, we can just stay quiet for 10 minutes, let them do what they're doing. They're not gonna gain
Yeah.
anything.
We can just keep doing what we're doing. I think, Alsana, how do you keep winning?
Because she retains her 20 wisdom and intelligence.
I was gonna roll an intelligence check just to see.
Go for it.
Can Kane whisper in her ear, it's like, hey, by the way, if you do this, every game ends with a tie.
Calda, you probably have been told or had Alsana explain a little bit of Wild Shape to you, and you remember then that it's not quite the same as when a wizard turns somebody into a frog and all they have is
Calda-
frog brain.
Calda knows that's a roll to see if she can beat Alsana at tic-tac-toe either way.
Ah,
Yep.
Ah. Alright, Alsana, go ahead and roll a couple of intelligence checks. Yeah,
Oh no.
Jesus.
Alsana wins.
Kane's just watching, like, yeah. Jeez.
That's why Calda chose to play tic-tac-toe with Cat Alsana. It's just funny.
Okay.
She knows she'll lose, but it's funny.
At one point, like she just looks up and it's like the cat picture of a cat with like the glowing sphere eyes of just and cross.
Calda like just when Alsana always wins. Calda just has like scritches underneath the chin.
Kane kind of looks at the cat Alsana and just goes, is it offensive to treat you like a cat in this form?
She asked me to pet her.
Like, shrug and I'm gonna use my bag to pull out a cat toy.
Roll a d20.
Please roll high.
Yeah, it's actually, you get a little, like, feather on a string on a stick.
Hand it
Can
to-
I,
hand it to Colton.
I was gonna, okay, oh, if he's saying it to Colin, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Kane's not gonna be able to play with it.
Do you want to play with it?
Oh, no, I kind of just want to see what happens.
No, look at Alsana. Do you want to play with it?
Wow.
Cats can do more than meow, Devin. We both know it.
They can nod.
Yeah.
I'll just
think
start
it's-
dancing.
Cat just sits there patiently.
Calda like just starts just shaking it. God. Just gonna
This-
say-
This is such a weird equivalent of the fucking shawarma scene from Avengers.
just start like playing it a little bit, just like going around, and at one point Calder's gonna take out like a pair of like glasses she bought a while ago because it does say it in my inventory that I have them, and just try and make it like catch the light and see if Alsana wants to do like the cat chasing the light thing too.
Okay.
Hmm.
That is up to Alsana. If you wish to, you may. If you do not wish to, you do not have to. If
She
you
allows
want to
herself- she
roll
allows
a
it.
wisdom saving, okay.
She let the feline instincts take over.
I was basically gonna say, like, I was gonna roll it to see if she couldn't remove herself from her own, like wisdom for a bit, but no, she can.
Calder's
Okay.
like just playing with the cat.
I think he's just watching. Like, it's a shame. I wish we'd at least got to see them. But
Oh, we saw them in the scry, but I think they got away pretty quickly.
no, I was just hoping we'd get some idea of their abilities in case we had to come back. Oh,
That's fair. Hey, Kitty Alsana, if you lay on my stomach, I will pet you for so long. Just like, want a nap. So I'll pet you.
yep, Kane will throw his pillow to Calder.
Okay, that's up to Alsana as well.
Cat will trot over.
Petting the kitty.
And Kane kind of looks to Alaris like, hey, Alaris, can you do me a quick favor?
What?
I know, you're probably not going to do this. I just want to make sure the whip works. Are you willing to be the test subject?
Or
Alright. Kane just whips him.
I mean, attack roll, I suppose, if you're trying to hit.
Yep.
Ilaris.
16.
that is.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Hey, buddy,
You
think
know
you got
what
the wrong.
this feels like. You know what this feels like. You know it's working.
He's got a +5, he's fine.
Hey, buddy, I think you got the wrong door. Leather club's 2 blocks down.
Christ. Yep. Okay. Yep, so it's a 20, so. Alright, that works. Appreciate that. You can whip me back if you want.
I
I
don't
feel-
want to.
I feel bad just whipping you, man.
All that covers the cat's and Maury's eyes.
I look at him like, what?
Think about it. He's
I am. I'm letting him hit me back. It's fair play, right?
a married man.
So? He shot me before. What does this matter?
Oh, whatever.
Cat does the thing with like the paws over the eyes.
See, no. Kate just looks at Alaris like, do you?
What?
Do you want to hit me with the whip in return or no?
No, I'm good.
Do you
I
want to?
just want to rest.
Do you want a shoulder massage? I'm really bored, man. I'm gonna be honest.
At a
He's just
point,
gonna walk away.
All right.
Okay.
at a point, the cat gives like a look to Calda,
Mm-hmm.
and then turns around and trots over to Lars. Lars, there's a small kitten standing at your feet.
He's just gonna. Well, he's just gonna pet it.
Yep.
On my birthday, Alsana. For shame.
Kane walks over to Calda, sits down, puts his head in her lap. I only got the middle parts, but it's really scritchy.
Called a scritch.
It is the coarsest, most dirty hair you've ever touched.
Like, you know those
Detangle.
old crappy brushes in the back of people's cars?
Yes.
Called a little detangle.
Ow! 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 Ow!
You
Why does
asked
this?
for this.
Why does this hurt more than a sword? What the fuck?
You asked for this, son.
I did, but also Jesus, have some mercy.
Calder like starts getting some water out of just a water faucet and just starts going through it. When's the last time you washed your hair?
Last time I jumped into a river? I don't know.
Oh my gods, Kane!
It was
Boil
20
the water. Boil the water. That's not
No.
clean water.
I don't care if it's clean water. It keeps it clean enough.
Are you sure you want this to go? And she like grabs a rat nest and just pulls.
He just kind of like goes with it. It's like, I live in a swamp. It doesn't work very well.
You have a campfire in your house. I've seen it.
Yes, and it's a waste of time trying to keep hair clean. Just give it an hour and a half and it'll be dirty again.
Either do that or just shave it off, man.
That's why I have most of it shaved. I just have a little bit for flavor.
And the flavor is knotted and dirty. So
That
what do you think of that?
Most of my flavors are knotted and dirty. Have you looked at me?
God, it gives him like a small smack and keeps detangling.
He hands her the razor. Can you at least keep the sides like shaved down for me?
Fine, you're just like Osborne when he learned how to shave.
I mean, yeah, just I can't see the back of my head very well.
Yeah, there's a lot of patches.
Yeah, again, I get hit in the head a lot with weapons.
As a side note, like, at some point, Elsana needs to cast a watery sphere on Kane to give him a pass.
None of us have prestidigitation. I really wish one of us did.
You fucking asshole!
So he just throws a bar of soap in the sphere.
He sighs, holds his breath, and cleans himself. You're gonna rust my armor!
It would have been a planned thing. She would not have just.
Oh, okay.
It would have been the threatened thing. It would have been, I'm going to cast watery sphere on you in 10 minutes. Take your armor off if you'd like.
He sighs and takes it off and cleans. And just. This is really weird.
You know, when you're in Ambarion, you're gonna have to keep clean, dear.
What do you mean, go to Ambarion?
Remember, you're living not on this side.
I'm visiting Ambarion. I'm not gonna be living in Ambarion.
I know. I'm a little hurt, but I know.
I have so many things.
I know.
Just be glad I visited. It's more than I visited Elsana.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Elsana ran away to a different part of this country. But that's besides the point.
But you know, when Althana visits too, and Calda gives like the guilting mother look to Althana.
I'll
do you
take
want
a
that many
shower?
Althana's a cat.
No, she would have had to drop that for the
Yes,
water
that's
sphere.
right.
Oh, she actually did that. I thought that was a plan. Okay.
I threw it out there and
I'm fully imagining this conversation is happening while Kane's head is sticking out of the sphere.
I was like giving Althana just the glare. She's like, I know you'll shower, but I don't know.
Do you really want that many bad influences around your kids at the same time?
You're not bad influences. You're good kids.
I'm a wonderful influence, and Rose's magical potential is wonderful.
Althana, that scared me a little bit, but I'll trust you.
I gave kids knives habitually.
My kids are old enough for knives.
I'll take that as permission.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I'm surprised you asked it. I'm proud of that.
I didn't ask for it. I'm just taking it when I see it.
Yeah, take the permission.
Huh? Gladly.
I don't know. You better visit, or she gives just the guilting mother look again.
Shrugs. It's like, yeah, the whole my mother being an orc who pillages and murders people kind of lessens the effect of that.
Well, I'll be a mother who makes you dinner, and we can hang out and have. I don't know. You ever had the talk?
We
Yes?
not.
Alaris tails.
That's like, don't. I've had the talk. Don't worry.
Lars, have you not had the talk?
How old
You
is
have a
his son?
His son is, well,
He's
To be
a boy
fair,
a break.
you could theoretically make a kid without having the talk.
See what I mean?
I'm gonna
Okay.
presume, Alaris, you've had the talk, right?
We are not doing this right now.
It's a yes or no question.
We're just asking for the yes or no right now.
Also, have you had the talk?
Have you had the talk?
I have done. I am the foremost of medical understanding on our side.
Oh my god,
And?
you're clinical with it. Actually, that makes sense. Never mind.
I gave myself the talk, thank you very much.
Did you answer?
That counts.
Sure.
So which
At some
librarian
point,
was
Roy
Verzo?
gave this horribly bastardized version, which in retrospect I still shudder at.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I quickly asked him to not do that, and I gave a loose explanation to Kane at some point.
Oh, is
Okay.
that what you were trying to get at? You used so many metaphors, I wasn't sure.
Excuse me for not wanting to get in depth with you.
Is
In-
that... I thought you were talking about Druidic stuff when you said birds and bees.
In that, children, I just hope you visit at least once a year. Please.
I will try to visit on your birthday, at least.
I can visit rather freely.
Congratulations.
Also, how about this. Kane, if you're not going to be an Umbarian the next time it's Calder's birthday, be in more.
I'm usually more from Mountain Barian.
Right, just if you're not an Umbarian on a birthday, be in more and I'll come get you.
Calder just gives one more yank to Kane's just nodded hair to double check.
I mean, he's just like, I also have a boat. I can get to Umbarian if I need to, but I appreciate the gesture.
I'm so proud of both of you.
Yeah.
Look at these wonderful adults I've raised over the past 8 months.
Yeah, it takes 9 months to make a baby. 8 to make an adult makes sense.
It's more than my mother gave me.
Calder gives us on a fucking big ass, so I get that.
I think I typically got negative parenting.
That's a 3.
Jesus.
Still a hug.
And Kane's just floating upside down in the sphere, just like. I gotta ask, when's Corrin's birthday?
1 second.
Sphere doesn't last too long, so it probably drops at that point.
Kane then said, "Oh fuck."
13 months, Ariel?
13th month.
No, how many months are there? 13?
13. Yes, 13.
It's tomorrow.
So what did you roll?
11, 11.
All right, 1,
Hey,
2,
that's good luck.
4, 5, 6,
Deep
7.
night on Friday.
Deep night on the 11th. About a week and a half after Alsana's.
Oh, cool. Then you just kind of looks out to the sky. I am going to take a nap. But if you would like to continue to discuss vacation plans with me, feel free. I will try to answer my sleep.
It's appreciated.
I'll do my best.
We can save it for another day.
As the day sort of goes, Calder's gonna like pull us on a side, even though it's like one room, just be like, "Hey, talk to you over here."
I'll just take a nap.
What?
Well, you met your mom here.
Mhm.
Are you gonna look for her on the other side too?
I already
You know what
did.
she looked like.
I'd thrown a scry her direction and didn't quite get anything before we left.
You have any other plans for that once we get back?
I mean, with the information I've garnered now, she does have children, and that fact remains on the other side.
But would you want to see her?
I think it'd be worth a introduction, and if the Vicket is anything like this side, I would very much like to be there.
Alrighty. Well, if you want some moral support there, I'm there.
Appreciated, but I'm unsure if it would help or hinder me mentally to have the closest approximation of a mother right beside me when I'm talking to the mother I didn't have.
I'm the closest approximation of a mother.
Yes,
Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
That's
I've really met anyone else with this kind of motherly style. I've had a lot more brothers and sisters and friendships than anything.
Well, now you can have all the mom you want. I'm here.
I'd like to double up, but there might be some idealism.
You know, always worth a try, but you'll always know where I'll be.
Mm.
Please visit.
Nods.
I'll bake you cake.
Dark chocolate?
Oh, never tried that one before. Sure. Writing that one down. Just, yeah, I'm proud of you there.
I
And-
need to actually give him a medical procedure at some point.
I'm proud of your brother too.
Sorry, if Kane was awake, he'd be like, a lobotomy?
No, it's a thing with the...
Okay, that was out of character. That was
yeah,
out of character.
Okay.
If he was awake, I said.
Oh
Yep.
wow, he answered in his sleep.
I left my skin in the forest.
Oh shit, never mind.
I'm currently roughing out a medical procedure of basically putting some water up someone's nose, controlled magically, and moving a bit of a piece of something and
Out of
holding it there.
Out of
That's-
character, a sleep hat machine, or is that Chinese water torture?
No, it's the
Knowing Alana, both.
it's a water balloon version of the thing for was it deviated septum?
Oh,
Surgery, though.
What?
I mean, I guess you could put the water up the nose and freeze it in a certain way to make it, like, push stuff.
Oh, she could, if she's moving the water up the nose magically, she could make the water push against the part.
Yes, but it wouldn't stay. Because you have to, like keep a deviated septum in place long enough, or do a surgery to kind of, like, hold it in place.
Fair enough. Maybe she can do it with stone.
Stick a rock up the nose to fix it?
The earth shift, whatever, turn it to mud, then to stone.
Oh my god, that's genius. That'd be terrifying and, like, painful, but I love it.
Transmute rock.
horrifying.
It's
I love
clay,
that idea.
technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can shape it to make it fit like that, too. Yeah, that's... Oh, I'm still using that in fucking Saturday. Oh my god.
Oh
That's
god.
genius.
Horrifying.
Not for nose and stuff. It'd be more for, like, joints, but yeah.
Hmm.
Have hardened clay sitting there for long enough to set a bone, stuff like that. Internal casts, etc., etc. Anyways, go ahead.
Anyways.
My days, but it's getting dark out. Let's just get ready.
We'll keep watches for the friend peering in. You can jostle me awake. I still have some to me that could remove it. It's not
You know how you-
guaranteed. I could just end up burning through all of my magic trying to do it, but
You know how like you wanted to find equivalents on the other side? Can you help me find him? He's just really cool.
look at this guy. Alsana pulls out the mirror.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
dear.
Ready for an NPC you had no
I
intention
want
of
this-
ever having, Ariel?
I guess. Hold on a second.
This one's my fault. I'm sorry.
Even when we're on a mirror reality, Alsana still finds a way to drag an NPC into the main story.
Wow. All right. Come. Let me. I gotta pull that thing open again because I closed that sheet thinking I was
So,
done.
So what's
And that's
the
the
bonus?
only. That's the only
Yeah.
approximation I have to the thing. It is a flat DC of 18. There are no bonuses. There are no detriments.
We have them right here. Can't we get the +2 to us?
Nope. Nope. Because you were scrying on somebody on the other side of the world, and that's how I basically ruled it. You can only do it with this mirror, and
Okay.
it's a flat DC that does not shift or change regardless of your ability.
Okay.
All right. So, let's go ahead and get that. And wisdom, yes.
Yep.
You know what? I'm just gonna say on the other side, he has exactly the same wisdom score. So, let's go ahead and get this roll.
You wise bastard.
Haha.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Look, we didn't get to fight Alsana and Calda. We need to have some sort of thing about this DM.
All right. So you're doing the scry more towards the evening hours, or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not
So
full on like
that's good.
sundown, but
Yeah. Let me
afternoon.
just roll one thing to decide something there. Okay. You focus on the scry. Oh wait, I need just one other thing to be certain because that was one. There is a part 2. Okay. All right. All right. You focus in on the scry, fixing your mind not on the Corbin kept unconscious and bundled in his cloak here, but on the one that presumably exists on the other side, on your side of this divide. You peer into the mirror. You consider the character that you've met, the personality, however briefly known so far. His appearance, his demeanor, the way he moved in battle, just the sense of him that you have now. And the mirror shifts under your eyes, the scene in it, clearing from your own face and melting away to see what looks like the inside of perhaps a tavern of some sort. Bustling, warm, there's a fire crackling somewhere just outside of your field of view, but it's casting the particular kind of orange shifting light and shadows that you recognize as a flame in a grate. And you see Corbin, dressed not in armor or regalia, but something more simple. Still well made, well clothed, and he still has the cloak over his shoulders that marks him as a knight of Umbar. That much is still the same. But it looks like he's having his night off, a free evening with some friends. You see him holding a tankard, and you open the vision as he is mid-laugh at something someone said. The sound that you hear is distant, echoing, but you hear that laugh ringing out. And then he turns and, with a little smirk of a smile, makes another comment to somebody else just to the side and elbows them. They laugh and push him in the shoulder, and he rocks a little on the stool. Takes a drink from the tankard, and somebody else says something, and he suddenly coughs and sputters, spitting half of it out, and it goes all up his face. There's a dull roar from inside the scry that you hear of more laughs around him.
Does Osana recognize any of the voices as the voices she heard in the foray they just had with those other three?
Let's see. Rodbert is definitely there. In fact, you see him at one point lean over, clapping an arm around Corbin's shoulders, giving him a shake as Corbin tries to push him aside. You actually hear Berenice, and after a moment, Miriam comes over with 2 more tankards, gives one to Berenice, keeps one herself. Rodbert playfully chases after it, but she slaps his hand away and then puts a palm in his face and shoves, saying something to the effect of, "Go get your own." It's the group, but there are a few unfamiliar faces, ones that you didn't encounter there. The group seems larger than just the 4 that you came across.
As a side curiosity, did we see the guard we met at the front?
Probably not. It
Okay.
seems that the company in this tavern, all of them seem to have, or at least in this little knot of visual spheres, of visual space, all of them seem to have the cloaks and the badges or pins of Knights of Umbar. The few that aren't wearing cloaks, for example, Berenice isn't wearing hers, but you recognize her for what she is, seem to be interacting with those who are as equals, as comrades in arms.
Anything else jump out to Osana, or is that mainly it?
I would say that is mainly it. From the glimpses you get of the room, it's nothing that really stands out. You might not be able to pinpoint exactly which tavern it is, but you would guess that it is somewhere in Umbar. Somewhere in Umbarion.
Alright, and Osana will in the sky and just look back to Calda. They seem to be in similar employment, and probably having a nicer evening than the ones on this side.
We need to make friends with them when we come back.
Kind of snorts awake. Friends, what?
We looked in on the 4 we just fought on the other side.
Yeah.
they seem to be in similar employ and enjoying an evening off.
Yeah, consider they're not being tricked by some sort of group of necromancers. It'd be so much fun to spar all four of them at once.
I'll try and make friends with them. I'll try.
I might visit just for that, honestly.
I mean,
Wow, thanks, Kane.
I mean,
Among other reasons.
honestly, if we find them honorable, because they seem pretty honorable on this side, and although it's not an absolute rule, there might be some tendency to them being a bit crooked. Though who knows, maybe we can even them out a bit, or maybe these lot have a bit, some personal issues. But, I mean, if they're deserving, we could give them their own weapons.
I don't think Kane would give it up.
Yeah, no.
Fair. Also, I'm wondering if we should really be keeping all the magic items we come across on this side. Maybe something lighter like those would be okay, but the ropes, for example,
We can give them the threshold, see what they can do.
I think
Yeah,
that
or-
would be the way.
What's the downside of bringing it over?
Just the principle of it, really, and powerful magic items, and
The principle of... So if instead of taking it from a copy of ourselves, we had taken it from an evil necromancer on our side, it would be just fine? I don't see what the downside is. This isn't our plane, what do we care?
What do you mean?
Well, if there's the set of robes, like...
We're supposed to be ghosts. We're supposed to not be interacting with the side any more than we have to, such that the other two sides don't destroy themselves.
You know, the castle siege could get us in trouble.
It was a direction towards them.
Easily just
Yeah.
happen to work.
Honestly, I'm not one for the ends and the means, but we didn't. We caused a ruckus and some personal hours and time in a med bay for a number of guards, but that's about it.
Being blunt, we're not the stealthy type. We need to be able to do guerrilla warfare, and if we limit ourselves from that, then we don't really have an option to attack.
And once again, with what they're trying to do there, interrupting those hearings and meetings would probably for the best.
Mm-hmm.
But for magic items, again, we're not wanting to cause too much mess between the two sides.
We
Small
could give-
things, like I said, like those weapons you collected, probably be negligible. Any alchemical ingredients I come across here, so long as it doesn't end up being an invasive species or something, that's probably fine. But something powerful and being remade by a powerful entity on this side, I don't think those ropes should just be brought along and passed down
and
to Alarsa generations.
We
I'm-
could gift them to our threshold and just be like, hey, you guys can have these in emergencies, but like,
They would
we
probably
have
put
them
them
on
back on
loan.
this side.
Oh, hey, this side, being blunt, I was using the ropes as an example. We can give the ropes here if we're not going to use them. We can't really use them. If it comes for good reason that threshold needs it, so they can use it.
No, I mean once we cleanse them.
Yeah, well, they probably can easily be cleansed on the other side too, because didn't we figure out that Clady could have been powerful enough to do it? So if we're
Potentially,
leaving-
but we're looking to get them cleansed now, so we can give them to Alaris for dealing with those three right now.
Yes, but regardless, I doubt we're going to need them once we come back. Unless things get really bad. So, once we have had our use with it, with the rope specifically, I don't mind leaving here. But I was just using the ropes as an example personally.
And that's it. Just powerful magics and the like on this side are points of contention for bringing back over. So we should, as much as it may pain you, we should at least check in with Threshold about those weapons you've collected.
We'll see.
I'll tell them about it.
That's fine. We'll see. That being said, well, what's our plan for tomorrow? Do you think they're going to be trying to redo the meeting? finish off what they were doing? Think they'll be on the move?
I don't know if they're going to. I don't think we've just simply delayed them a day. I think they're certainly going to be taking steps and considerations. We need to. How many days do we say out of character until the guys march on?
About a week.
About a
Roughly
okay.
a week. You might have a little bit less by now, because they were guessing about a week, maybe a bit more from the 6th. You are currently on the 10th. A week from the 6th would be in 3 days. A bit more, maybe anywhere from 5 to 7 days.
I thought there was a week left. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
So
Sorry.
at minimum we have 3.
We could just lay in wait and
I would want.
there.
I would want to see if we can't.
Look, frankly, if I had my way, we'd go to more. As they try to cross the marsh, we have a powerful druid. We could delay them severely. We could delay them bringing large weaponry.
I'll remind that I can throw some strength towards them, but
Oh, I just mean in terms of being able to navigate the marsh and being able to get through it. In terms of you can fly the canopies. You
and
can,
quickly get riddled with arrows, as you've seen happen to me before. But
of course, unless you stick Calda on the back and give her a pair of shields to hold up. Again, there are things we could do if we can't get at the heads. The Moor Marsh is dangerous to cross, especially for something the size of an army. If we can do even little things, sink boats. Hell, if you could turn into a rather large water animal, they're going to need barges to get across. Break the hulls of the boat, dive down deep. They're not going to see you through it. But I digress.
We could just keep an eye on them to see if we can find out what they're planning, but they're probably on high alert right now too.
I don't know about you guys, but I can take first watch. I just got a pretty nice nap. So
I'll
if you
take second with my lovely little owl.
Sure. You two get some rest. Whichever one seems less tired and Calda's done will wake you up.
So I'll probably wake you just for number 1, your eyes. Number 2, to check on Arbin.
Alright, any basic instruction in case he wakes up? Can I just, if he does for some reason wake up, I just punch him in the jaw, he passes back out?
that's how you give him a concussion.
I already gave him a concussion.
It's just I checked, mitigated that. He doesn't need more risk.
Again, if he wakes up, I'd rather him not be screaming and yelling.
Take this bundle of herbs, light the end of it, and waft the fumes underneath his nose.
Okay. He kind of sniffs the herbs. Incense?
Can I request that GM have Kane make a quick save to just pass out for 3 seconds?
Pass the fuck out.
Yeah, that would be a Constitution saving throw, all right, just to see if your eyes.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
Do it. Okay,
Eyes crossed
you
for a
feel
second,
a
just
little, eyes crossed. You feel a little lightheaded, but it doesn't black out or anything.
Yo,
It's that fuzzies on the edge of the vision thing.
also, he just pulls away from it, can I pay you to make me some of these for when I get back? I sometimes have problems sleeping. This seems wonderful.
I could get something more intended for that purpose.
Yeah, something I can leave lit next to my bed or something.
Yes, I could also just give you some sort of imbibement, but
Oh no, not potion, just something calming, relaxing. I'm sure I'm gonna have horrible nightmares after all this, so might help.
I'll see what I can do. Alternatively, she produces the small silk spider web. This removes any and all dreams.
I've had
Good
them
or
for years,
bad?
I've had them for years. Not a big deal at this point.
Shrugs. Alright.
Honestly, I think you're better off having it on you, just in case.
I've not been wearing it usually, mainly because It has a tendency to stack up on you.
Actually, he kind of looks to Corbin. Maybe we should leave it on him.
You know
I
what?
can't, I
You
can't
know
imagine he's
what?
having great dreams right now.
Yeah,
That's a
let's.
fair idea.
Yes, and Alsona will place the Dreamcatcher of Spider Silk on Corbin.
Okay.
Because also, I swear, if that bitch tries to dream spell him.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Hmm.
Right, well, let's hope we just cut their feed.
Yeah, that'd be fine. And he kind of just like gets really close to Corbin's face and breathe orc breath into his nose. Make sure he's not going to react.
Stop it.
Just making sure he's not faking being asleep. Hold on.
Chemically, I am certain he is not.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt.
There's no real reaction, but there is kind of a in-sleep wrinkle of the nose and a slight turn of the head, like something was uncomfortable.
Kane just kind of like almost giggles. Awesome.
Kane, I'm pretty sure your breath is outright acidic.
Yeah. Why do you think I sound like I do when I sleep?
I need to fix that at some point.
Why? What are you gonna do? Make me stop breathing?
No, but you will stop breathing if that persists.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop breathing at some point anyways. It's fine.
It will be earlier.
Let's try to finish our quadrant of political assassinations before we worry about my snoring issue.
Just don't choke on your own throat in the middle of your sleep before we're done.
I can literally do nothing to stop it.
You can let me fix that later.
Yeah, but not right now. Also, would that require you to like cut into my throat? I'd rather you didn't.
No, I have. I might just stick some mud up your nose.
Oh, that's fine. Just mud.
That turns to stone, but yes.
Will it be able to come back out?
Yes.
No, that's fine. I've started to rock up my nose back once or twice. There's a really accurate dude with a sling.
Alright. Let's head to bed.
Alright. Kate throws like 6 blankets at Alsana.
Alsana, it is maybe uncomfortably warm, but it's very dark under there.
She can frostbite one of the middle blankets if she needs to.
Alright. So, Kane's doing first watch, Calda second, and then third is going to be possibly Alsana, yes? Okay. So, I'm going to say that the first... The first watch passes without any issue. Nothing stands out. Corbin doesn't really stir, just continues to breathe deeply and evenly in his medically induced slumber.
Kate, if you get this too
Eventually, you get tired of poking him with a stick, but
I'm glad you know exactly what's going on.
reaction. I mean, you do it for a while and it's entertaining, but eventually he just doesn't really react that much, so it's not funny.
He stops wiggling at some point. Like, oh, alright.
Yep. But your time on watch passes by. You wake Calda and settle down yourself. Calda,
Okay, take a rest right by the door.
Calda, as you rest, you may, towards the end of your watch, you may see and hear Alsana start to murmur and stir. Alsana, in your sleep, at some unidentified point, in the darkness, you see you feel your awareness return, though you are still at rest, and you know this, as the area around you inside your mind transforms into an unfamiliar patch of land. You see you are at the base of tall mountains, an entire range stretching out to either side. You see a large tree, and sitting at the base of it, you see the chief watcher of the deep thicket, the chief warden.
Alsana like blinks and just like breathes out and just, oh, I don't think it's someone else.
No, I have news for you. Since you did not return this night, I thought it best to see if I could contact you.
It's appreciated. What news you have?
I've discovered where you must go to cleanse the robes, and what you must do to get there.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches behind her head and pats the side of the tree against which she's resting. This is as close as my searching could take you. Your true quarry is up there. She points up the slope of the nearby mountain. You see, at some foothills that rise up into slopes, wind into cliffs. And then far at the top, there is a peak, wreathed in, not clouds, it's almost too short, but a mist, fog. And she says, "The one you seek lives there."
Do you know what this being is?
In a sense. Tell me, child, have you ever heard of a celestial known as a Kirin?
I knew it.
Fucking love those things. They're such a cool creature.
Goddamn knew it. I assume Elsana knows. Arcana check.
Go ahead and do an Arcana check. Your odds are good. Yeah, you've come across them in passing at least. You
And-
might not have made a deep study, but you're
Her
aware.
eyes kind of like open up. And it's like, oh, though, I was looking into that one for something else. Which, side note, she probably did at some point do a little bit of reading up in regards to the Guardian of Soren.
Fine, that's fair. Yeah. Kirin, Kirin.
Yep, with a dash between the KI, right? Or the IR.
I think that's the way it's done in D&D. It's spelled a number of ways in
Yeah.
mythology, just because of
And Monster Hunter.
westernization.
Yep,
And a
well,
Monster
that's why I
Hunter.
pressed mine, because in Monster Hunter there was no space.
Yep, and she'll just lie and goes, I had my suspicions. I was between that and some sort of dragon, or maybe some golden naga I've never heard of.
Well, if you ever come across such a rare creature, I wouldn't be surprised. But for accessibility's sake and distance, this would be your best option if you still wish to pursue it. They are known as the Bright One, and they demand that visitors must prove themselves by traveling up the mountain on foot.
Oh. Is that right? As Alsana looks towards the camera.
That's some cardio for you.
They may not begrudge you the broom, but
I'll
part
float,
of
but
the
I won't.
difficulty is
I'll still take the paths, I assume.
they do demand struggle and hardship. They will not consider your request otherwise. And this is outright in the book lore, so
Mhm.
stop looking at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
The camera looks back and waves the monster manual and assorted other books in your direction.
Then she looks at the writer of the book.
Yes.
Because goddamn it,
Blame
if
them.
this wasn't you, this was them.
Except this gives you a disappointing glare.
I said this. Yeah, just turns back.
Mhm.
All right.
That being said, they are known to be generous to those of good heart and of stout determination.
They. Question: can they just smell a lie 1,000 foot away?
I am uncertain of that, but I would not recommend dealing in falsehoods.
It's more I'm hoping it can clearly see my truth. And
Ah.
she kind of produces the unicorn horn. This was gifted to me by its owner.
Yes.
And I would hope it's not something that is seen and assumed, is all.
They are generally known to be wise.
Alright.
Speak honestly, and I'm sure that that will be well.
I assume this would be... I might be getting slightly sidetracked, but this one is just widely knowledgeable on many things of celestial nature.
I have that impression in general, though I have not met them.
Okay.
I only was allowed to know of them and how to reach them.
Would you like me to put in a good word?
I have no plans to travel beyond my deep thicket, but as one guardian of a realm to another, albeit a lesser one, I would send my deep felt regards,
Alright.
my appreciation.
I will be sure to let them know.
Hmm.
I suppose I should give you an update on our side. It was messy. We initially were getting along well enough, but some of the Nightingale gods happened to recognize one of our pieces of attire. Bell was wrong. Many people were sent to the medbay. We didn't exactly get to them, but we have definitely delayed their process in Umbarion of spinning their web and looking for another place to seed their revival.
Well, I suppose small victories are better than none, and are all of you well? Alive?
Nods.
Good.
We took a few hits, but we're okay. Also, we kind of took a light hostage. We wanted his magical armor because one of our friends has been sorely lacking. So we kind of brought him along. We'll be throwing him back into Umbarion in another day.
The eyebrows were up for the entirety of that last part, but they settle back down again. She just nods along, like, all right,
How's things on your side?
progressing well. I have been careful in my contact and what I have allowed to be said around me and in my presence.
I appreciate it. I'd like to apologize again for that whole mess.
She just waves a hand. You are the one who is going to make it no longer a mess. You and the others. Handle that, and it is all taken care of.
She nods with a smile.
That being said, I am holding these robes until such a time as you return and confirm
So we
that
should
it is you.
Yeah, we should stop by your spot.
Yes. I imagine that, powerful as the Bright One is, it would be helpful to have the artifact at hand.
Yes. You don't have any magic that could send that to us, do you?
No. I can speak to you in dreams. I could perhaps speak to you while awake. But transporting an object across many miles to an unknown location? Not particularly in my area of expertise.
Actually, and she kind of like does the fist in the hand thing. I might actually be able to help with that.
Really?
I believe I could perhaps summon a friend to make a bit of an errand.
Well, that would be helpful. Will this friend be recognizable or be able to give me a sign so that I am not passing this to the first bird that seems a little too intelligent?
Actually, hold on. Nope, this player realizing it's the same spell slot, so never mind.
Okay.
Because I was thinking I could do Conjure Fey and get a Quickling to run over there for us.
That'd be great.
Technically,
Uh,
Conjure Fey doesn't summon Fey. It summons beasts. I'm being serious.
Ah, is it one of those?
Yep, but you can do Conjure with the beings, which would give you a Fey.
What?
And Quicklings are CR2.
What level is?
I'm being completely serious. I know this from the character I read yesterday.
5th level, I think Conjure with Beings is.
Third.
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 Jesus.
Hold on. Is it second? It might be second, actually. No, sorry, fourth.
I'm looking it
It's
up.
fourth.
It's
Conquered
fourth.
woodland beings.
Fourth
Yep.
and
One fey
druid.
creature can be
So
two
yeah.
or lower, and equipment is 2.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Nope, never mind. I get those names mixed up. I want to smack the druid who named those.
I know, right?
Hmm.
Yes, I might be able to send a friend. A small friend. Ever heard of a quickling before?
I may have. We don't have many, but I'm aware. So he should be quite recognizable, and I doubt there will be another little trickster showing up with you that story, so
Ah.
I will await his arrival in the morning.
Right.
One correction.
Hmm.
Conjure fey, summon a fey, or a beast. That's why.
Well, I'll do woodland beings, though, because that is still
Yep.
fey, and that would be actually on my thing.
Hmm.
Alright. Good to know, good to know. So, could you perhaps, have you ever been to or seen the Rylet area before?
This is the first time, and this was from a vision.
Could you show me this vision?
I am,
Oh. Oh.
for the most part. The majority of it was simply knowledge, as though reading a book, but without seeing the words.
But, and also I'll like walk over and like put a hand on the tree. Could I propel
The
us
tree?
over to here?
I believe so. I was given this as a contact point, a place you could go.
I'm to assume your large antlered friend is to thank?
There's a deep magic in those woods, in that place. I am the inheritor of it, and its guardian, until the end of my life, at which point it will go on to another.
That's- Well, I suppose both to that power and to you, you have my deepest thanks. You have been such a help over this entire journey. I'll be honest, I don't know what I expected throwing myself into the lap of a random elven woman in the deep thicket, but I'm glad we found you.
You have promised much help as well, and given it, with your warning, your aid. Whatever is coming, I'm sure that we will be the stronger and more prepared for it because of you.
Well, if that's all, I'm sure you have your own sleep to be getting to.
I do. And you as well. Rest well, and I will see you when you are done with this. Hopefully soon.
Actually, also as a side note, you might get 2 individuals showing up.
Both the same tiny little beings?
Yes.
Very
So I
well.
just realized you can do 2 Faith Challenge rating 1 or lower, and Quicklings are CR1.
I thought... Are they CR1 or CR2?
They're CR1.
Okay,
Oh, I thought they were okay.
alright.
They do so much damage though. Why are they CR1?
Hmm.
They do like 44 per round.
Alright. So, with that, the dream fades away, though in a soft and pleasant manner, leaving you with the feeling of being surrounded by trees and nature, hearing the soft rustle of water, until finally you drift upwards from sleep, just in time for Calder to wake you for your watch.
Oh, oh, that was nice. I talked to the warden.
Oh. She dreamed you?
Yes. We have a point of contact for getting to get those ropes cleaned. I've heard of a Kieran.
One second.
Arcana.
Thank you.
Or
Okay.
nature if you have higher.
I
initiative.
don't.
Okay.
I knew a guy
Ah.
named Kieran in high
Ah.
school.
I mean, there's a vague impression in your mind of something between a dragon and a unicorn.
They're bigger, golder, scaled unicorns.
Oh, they're really cool. Yeah, I've heard of them. Is that what the thingy is?
Yes, and it has a bit of a a trial for us. We have to climb the mountain, and we can't exactly just float on over. Apparently, we have to struggle.
We've climbed mountains before. Well,
And once
I
we
have.
succeed its trials, we can perhaps entreat it.
okay. I'm okay with climbing a mountain. Do we have the time to?
We have 3 days. With Alzano's like nature and survival, like how long would it take to climb that mountain?
Less than a day,
We could do it
but
within
more than half of one.
a day, maybe 2.
I'm in. That'd be kind of fun. A little bit of a day trip.
And perhaps the robes are not the only thing we can gain from that. Not exactly
Mhm.
getting random gifts from it, but
Are you gonna
information.
try and gauge a boon from a Kieran?
I mean, I wouldn't throw away the idea, but I'm more looking for perhaps it's knowledge and wisdom.
Very fair. Okay, go on watch. I hate doing middle watch. I've been groggy the entire time. But no one's scrying.
Appreciate it. Just pat pat.
Pass the fuck out.
Okay. All right. As Alsana takes the last watch.
For fun, Alsana will pop into owl form because she only needs a short rest to recharge that.
All right. Perches as an owl,
Just so she gets
As-
that advantage perception.
as Mori, settling down next to Calda, suddenly rotates his head around, looks at you, blinks in the darkness, gives you a very reproachful whoo, turns around huffily, stomps his feet a few times on the pillow next to Calda's head, and then just shuffles down into a little ball of feathers and indignant fluff.
Alsana will hoot a response of, "Don't worry, I'm off your shoulder this time. I'll be right over here, just the other side of the room."
All right, Elaris.
Yeah.
Your dreams are not unusual. At least at first. It's the typical drifting of things that you might remember or half remember in the morning. Until perhaps it's just being in this place, this strange, alternate, abandoned and ghostly form of your own home. But you find yourself in your dreams wandering through Walton. But it's not quite the Walton you remember. It's almost an amalgamation of the one you recognize and this, where it feels like it should be home. But whenever you follow the sound of voices, conversation, people you recognize, whenever you think, oh, someone is in the inn, I'm gonna go say hi, you open doors, look in windows, and nobody's there. It's abandoned, and the longer you search for someone, the harder it becomes, the less certain you are of finding anyone. You go from seeing glimpses and hearing voices and knowing somebody's just beyond that door to uncertain if they are, and then certain that they aren't. You search and search, and then finally your searching brings you all the way around the town back to your own home. And you lay your hand on the handle knowing again that nobody's inside, but you have to check. And as you open it, You actually see Aurora standing inside with her back to the door at the table. And you're surprised because nobody was here. Or at least you thought nobody was here.
Gonna
But-
slowly inch towards.
Yep. She's standing with her back to you, with her shoulders up around her ears and her palms leaning heavily on the tabletop. You realize she's shaking a little bit. You hear a sob. After a moment, she turns her head slightly. You can't quite see her face through her hair. And you hear her voice, shaking and thick with tears. She says, I will hunt you down, and you will burn! With that, she wheels around, and it's not Aurora. It is something monstrous, something horrible, something you have never seen in your deepest nightmares. I need you to roll me a quick wisdom saving throw.
Whoa.
There's the first one.
Yeah. Wisdom save?
There it is.
Yeah, there
Wisdom
it is.
save. There is no Calda bonus. Calda is asleep.
Thank you,
Unfortunately.
Nightmare Fuel. 9.
Alright. As
Spectacularly
suddenly
tonight.
Aurora disappears and you plunge into a nightmare that grips your entire sleep. You do not gain any benefit from this long rest. And when you awake, it is screaming with a sudden piercing pain in your head as you take 14 psychic damage.
Great.
And that, with Alaris waking up screaming from a nightmare that he could not escape until just at the end, with dawn breaking over the mirror version of Walton, and all of you stirring for the next day, is where we're going to end this session.
God.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Yay.
So, until next time.
Until then.
Until next time.
Till next time.